What's going on, my boxing brothers and sisters? Another edition of Major Key Monday. And of course, we always bring legends to the table. Tonight, we have a great gentleman here that does, holds no punches. It's going to speak straight from the hip. And we're glad that he's here. I appreciate your time. Mr. Rick Glaser, how you doing, brother?
Good. Thanks for having me. And I've been talking to Troy for a while about being on the show, and he finally had enough guts to ask me, and here I am. So fire away.
Well, much appreciated. Troy Grizzy, how you feeling today, brother?
Oh, bless up, man. I'm always feeling good. I'm always feeling good. All right.
That's great. That's great, man. Well, Rick, the first thing we always like to do is, YouTube is full of people that don't really know, who's involved in business, who's involved, legends, and this is one of the reasons that we love to bring legends on to the platform. And so, first things first, please explain to the people who you are, what has you involved in the game of or the sport of boxing, because you can't play boxing, so no game out here. But what has you involved, and how long have you been in the sport? Just give people kind of like a preface of who you are.
I'm 63 years old now, and I started boxing 30 years ago when I was 33. And I live in Williamsville, New York, which is a suburb of Buffalo. And yes, I'm a Bills fan. And I'm an international agent, uh, broker, and consultant for 30 years now, and I broker deals all over the world on a daily basis. Anything from making fights, connecting fighters up with promoters, supplying, making matches, supplying opponents, supplying sparring partners, lobbying the organizations, all the four organizations to get fighters rated or get them moved up if they were already in the rankings. I also work with not only promoters, managers, and fighters, but I also work with TV networks, TV production companies that do boxing, casinos that have boxing events in their facility, and I also work with media agencies, and I also work with attorneys as an expert witness in lawsuits. So if there's a boxing-related lawsuit, there's a very good chance I'm the expert witness. I've been an expert witness in 4 boxing-related cases this year, 2 on the federal level, 2 on the state level. And basically speaking, I'm 24/7, 365. The 3 things that never come out of my mouth are, why are you calling me at this hour? I never say that to anybody. I also am very straight up. You always get a yes or no answer from me immediately. Yes, I can do it. No, I can't do it. Okay, and sometimes it's no, I won't do it actually, because sometimes it's somebody's asked me to do something maybe unethical, or I'm not saying illegal or deceitful, but unethical. Basically speaking, is I'm boxing. That's what I do. I don't play golf or tennis. I watch the Buffalo Bills game on Sundays. I watch the Yankee games, the Yankees games. But boxing's my whole life. When I met my wife, what turned out to be my wife, I told her, I said right up front, I said, you're running first in front of boxing, but remember, this is not a hobby. This is how I make my living. And I says, always consider that. And she always has been really good. There's a really, really, really funny story about my wife and I. And I will tell that story before we go on, but you guys will love the story, and I think everybody listening will like it. So before my wife and I got hooked up, we used to spend late night hours before we got married. Once we were engaged, we spent late night hours together, and just hanging around, and watching movies on the TV and watching movies on HBO and Showtime in the middle of the night. So one night I get this phone call, and from I get a email from Australia, and I put a fight together in the middle of the night. Made $5,000. That was a $50,000 fight. I get 10%. So I got my 5,000. So about a month later, maybe 2 weeks later, we get married. We're on our honeymoon, and everything was well planned out in advance. It was really nice. We're on our honeymoon, and here we are 3 days into the honeymoon, and she turns to me, she says, Rick, how come we're not getting any of those $5,000 phone calls in the middle of the night? I says, well, honey, I sent out a mass email to all my clients all over the world and explained to them I'm my honeymoon, and to please start out everything with an email. I mean, with an email or a text. No phone calls. She says, call those people back and tell them they can call anytime they want. So there you go. So fire away with the questions.
You on mute. You're
I'm
you're
sorry.
on
I'm
mute,
sorry.
brother.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do actually want to follow up with a couple questions. So, you mentioned like broker, and I actually, I'm a sell. I actually have 3 different licenses. I could sell property and casualty, in life or health, right? And so I understand when somebody says broker, most people might not understand, but that's a great position to be in, because that means that you can sell multiple products without being hesitant. Like you could just kind of fit the needs to your client based on what their needs are, instead of having to sit and try to present one product as if it's the best in the world when you know it doesn't meet their needs, right? So that's a great position to be in. So tell us about some of the people that you've made these negotiations with, just so people can understand your resume.
Okay, so if I'm an agent and a deal, like if I'm representing a fighter, or I'm representing the promoter, I'm an agent for a party. If I'm a broker, I'm working for myself. So what that means is, so let's just say the promoter doesn't call me directly; it goes through a middleman, okay, and he brings me the deal. Now I'm brokering a deal. I don't have to act in anybody's best interest but my own. And I'm very declaratory about that. So it doesn't necessarily mean I have to get the fighter the most amount of money, and it doesn't mean I have to make the fighter, the promoter, the best deal. I'm working for myself. So I don't have to stretch the fighter out, the promoter out to get more money, and I'm not gonna put pressure on the promoter to get more money. And it's an easier way to do business where I don't have to do hardcore negotiations. Okay, and consulting is where I get a fee for my services, like in an hourly rate, like I do as an expert witness in lawsuits. I also advise casinos, and they pay me more, like almost by the hour. Like it's 5 hours, I bill them for like $2,500. $500 an hour. So that's what I get. Now, I know that sounds like a lot of money. If somebody's working 40 hours a week, they says $500 an hour. That's $20,000 a week. It doesn't work like that. I might do consulting for 2 hours a week, and you get $1,000. And these people call you up, and it's for an hour at a time. I'm not working 40 straight hours at $500. So if people are adding that up, and it adds up to $1 million a year, that's not how it works. So it's like that. Those are like dreamland figures. But I do about 2 hours a week in consulting alone. That's the smallest part of my business.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that. So some of the biggest names, and then Troy can follow up after that. Just some of the biggest names you work with.
Well, over the years, I don't work with anybody in particular anymore. Like I'm more of a middleman now, and work for promoters and okay. But when I used to represent fighters, I represented Simon Brown, Julian Jackson,
Okay.
Paul Spadafora. Just Simon Brown was for a short period of time in '97 and '98. I got him the Bernard Hopkins world title fight, and of course David Reed. I got him also the Bell fight, whatever his name was, Ruben Bell fight.
In Baltimore.
And one before that. He fought 4 times for me. But anyways, let's see. I'm just trying to think. I worked with Roy Jones as the matchmaker for him and Joe Calzaghe at the big show. I put that together. That was November 2008. I was Larry Holmes' matchmaker from 1993 to 1997. I worked with almost everybody over the years. Many I supplied sparring partners for Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson. Just almost everybody. Ricardo Mayorga, Vernon Forrest. I brokered the deal that brought Vernon Forrest to Lou DiBella back in 2001. I brokered the deal that brought Juan Diaz as a free agent. He had left main events, and they brought the Don King. The list goes on and on. I've worked for 44 world champions, former world champs, number one contenders, and world title challengers in my 30 years.
Wow. Okay. But hey, great response, man. That's like legendary right there. This is exactly why we wanted you on. So go ahead and follow up, Troy.
Rick, finally, huh?
Oh, yeah, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. You keep threatening to have me on. You finally got me on. You got me on the perfect night, too. Baseball's over with till tomorrow. There's no game tonight. And I'm a big Yankee fan, so that's good. I'm not into the Monday Night Football game tonight. Doesn't interest me because it's a West Coast game.
Okay.
I'm not a big, I follow the AFC East because of the Bills. And in the meantime, here we are. So fire away.
All right. Now, international booking agent, help our audience out. Does that mean that you could go from country to country to book, or does that mean you could book fighters from different countries, or does it mean both?
What that means is that I send fighters all over the world. So, like last month, I did a fight. On September 4th, a guy from Colombia fought in England. Right now, I'm brokering a guy from Accra, Ghana, who's going to fight in England.
All right.
Just literally all over the world. So I do send fighters from the United States overseas, and I do have fighters from overseas fight in America. But America is only 30% of my business. 70% of my business is international.
Wow. Okay. Didn't know that. I would think it would be the opposite way around, because you always hear that this is as a boxer, this is where you have to come to jump your career.
That's true, but you got to remember, we're only one country out of 200.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so Australia has big boxing. Germany has big boxing. The UK, Ireland's got big boxing. There's a fallacy that the UK, that Ireland's part of the UK. Ireland is not part of the UK. So the UK is England, is Scotland, and it's Wales. And people consider Ireland. If you're in America, people think the UK, they think Ireland too. But Ireland is separate from the UK.
Right. Yeah. Ireland's a part of Jamaica. They're the second largest group of people that's on my island. Irish people. Irish people are the second largest group of people that are in Jamaica.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that until a few years ago. But yeah. Now you said you send fighters all over the world. I don't know if you want to give a quick breakdown of how that works and all that stuff.
It's just that the promoter calls me up and says, "Hey, I got this guy and I need a good fight. They got acceptable by the TV. I need a guy with a good chin, come to fight. I got a great record, blah, blah, blah." I said, "I got this guy, and I got a guy that's on my list of people I call his manager and say, I got a fight for you." And then the promoter, so if I get the fighter, let's say if I get the fighter 50,000, the promoter has to give me 5,000.
Right.
Whoever calls me pays me.
Okay.
So if the promoter calls me for a fighter and I get him a fighter, I don't take any money from the fighter. I take it from the promoter. Okay, I get 10%. Now, if the fighter calls me for a fight and the promoter doesn't call me, okay, so then I have to take it from the fighter. So let's just say I call up promoter and say, "Hey, do you need a 68-pounder?" "Yeah, I do, Rick. I'll need one next month or 2 months from now. I got this guy." "Okay, well, I got the perfect guy." So at that point in time, the fighter has to pay me. But the fighter I do is, so it's a $50,000 fight. I just tell the fighter 45,000 he's getting. Then the promoter holds my money out. Then he pays me.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I want to jump in, Troy.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, because I want to shift gears because we have a big fight coming on, right? And I know you don't hold your tongue when it comes to speaking the truth. So we have Deontay Wilder. We actually have a stacked card, which I'm surprised about because I've been kind of upset with PBC trying to throw bullshit cards to us and making us pay every single time. And pugilists, we've been waiting for these fights for the longest, and we're just happy to see it. So we're willing to pay sometimes when it's not worth it. But this one here has got a stat card, but it's also Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. And with all of the drama that's been going on, right, as far as Glove Gate and, Mark Breland and all of the shit that's been going on, just to be honest with you, man, I just want to hear your take on all of the drama that's been going on, as well as what your prediction is for this fight.
Well, my all the drama's bullshit. As far as I'm concerned, the drama part's bullshit. I mean, the drama does exist, but it's all bullshit. First of all, the gloves are inspected. Going to the glove gate is where everybody calls it. The gloves are inspected and held by the boxing commission and also the WBC. Okay, they're locked. After the guys try them on and make sure they fit well and everything, which ones they pick. Hold on one moment. They're locked up, okay, and there's no way anybody could tamper with them unless you're telling me the executive director of the Nevada State Boxing Commission tampered with those gloves. I would tell you that didn't happen. Okay, that's number one. Number two is each corner has a state inspector in the corner. And each fighter, so a Fury representative would go watch Wilder rap, and a representative of Fury would watch Wilder rap, and vice versa, okay? The point is, there's no way that happened. The inspector stays with the fighter the whole time. Okay, the state inspector. There's no way this happened. Those state inspectors are the pillars of the community, just to let you know. There's school teachers out there. There are attorneys. The one guy I know is the technology director for the Clark County school system. Nevada is in Clark's County, okay, or Clark County, and he's these people are the pillars of the community. I mean, they're unapproachable type of guys. They're not going to do anything stupid. And in the meantime, is the inspector stays with that person the whole time. Okay, while they're rapping, they check the gloves, they check the wrap. There's no way there was any cheating going on with the gloves, with the wraps, and all that BS. Okay, years ago, Margarito got caught. Okay, but he was doing something completely different.
Hand wraps.
Right. What he was doing was he was going to the laboratory telling the inspector that I got to go take a whiz. Now, the inspector's not going to watch and take a whiz. I mean, come on. So what he was doing was, when he was coming out, he was washing his hands. He acted like he was washing his hands. His hands were already wrapped. He was running water over the top. So then the gauze and the tape was turning it into real hard substance. Weighted hard substance is what was happening. So they caught on to that quick. Okay, that was real quick. And that was quite a while ago now. I don't even know what year it was, 2013, 14, whatever.
You talking about Margarito? You talking about Margarito?
Yeah, Margarito, right.
Okay, so yeah, like the plaster Paris type of deal.
There was no plaster Paris.
But I'm saying like that type of deal. That's why I said type of deal. Like it's like it hardened with the moisture.
Right. It turns into the tape and the gauze turn into a real hard substance with dipped in water.
Yeah.
Okay, real heavy, hard. Okay, But as far as the thing with Fury with the gloves, that did not. It's all BS. Okay. Now, when you see the glove in the picture. When you see those punches in the picture where the glove looks weird and there's no pad, it's because they're showing the ferocity and the intense punching, landing, and that's everything shifts when it lands. That's all you get all that power from. They're heavyweights. That's what you're seeing in those pictures. Okay, there's nothing illegal that went on with those gloves. I would bet any amount of money on that. No way, no how. It did not happen. Okay. Now, what was the next thing that there was a scandal about with this whole deal?
The water that Martin Brilliant spiked his water.
Now, come on. Mark Breland's one of the most wonderful people in the world. So well liked and respected. Okay, and okay, please, it's utterly ridiculous. Would anybody think that Mark Breland's a saint? Okay, everybody loves him. Everybody worships the guy. I mean, he's wonderful. Where would this guy get this from? Then he was mad because he said the guy didn't have any balls and he stopped the fight on him. The guy practically saved his life. The guy was falling all over the place. The guy was down 3 times.
And that was a referee of his own choosing.
Yeah, correct. Thank you. I mean, it's all bullshit. If you notice something very interesting, there was never any official protests filed, were there?
No.
Thank you. Case closed. That's why. It's all bullshit. It's internet rumors, and people put it in Wilder's head. Wilder's looking for excuses on why he lost. The excuse that he lost is the truth. You ready? The other guy has a superior ring IQ, has a superior jab, and superior physicality. Because one guy weighs 224 and one guy weighs 271. One guy's got a jab like a bullet, and he's a ring genius, and the other guy can't box a lick. Wilder is a one-dimensional puncher. He's a great puncher, but he's one-dimensional. You take out all the other things, okay, the intangibles like ring IQ, and the gumption to get up. Listen, in that first fight, Fury was knocked down in that last round. He looked like he was in a coffin in a morgue. All of a sudden, he rose up and he won the rest of the round. He got up and fought his ass off. So, I'm tired of people making excuses when people lose. I love what the NASCAR driver recently said. Kyle Larson, when he didn't win a race that he was supposed to win and he finished second. He says, "How do you feel about not winning?" He says, "I lost." He didn't make excuses up. The pit crew had a slow pit stop. No, he lost. I wish a fighter would just say that once in a while. I lost. The better man beat me.
Well, you have fighters that say that. Just not the fighter question.
Well, Joshua said it, I believe, the other day when he lost to Usyk. It just happens so rarely. It's like 1% of the time they admit that they lost, that the other guy was the better man. It just happens so infrequently, and I'm just tired of it. You lost,
but
okay? That's all there is to it.
Rick, before I jump in, I got our boy. He's actually sharing this on his channel as well. My boy, Boxing Logics United, Myron Magnus. Everybody, make sure you subscribe to him as well, guys. Everybody in the chat. But listen, with that being said, because yes, a lot of people don't admit it, but AJ seems to be that type of guy, right? And Usyk, I did actually project Usyk to win. It was just a style matchup that I saw was bad for AJ. Now, moving forward, though, just going back to the fight, do you see Wilder winning this time, or do you see just to be clear, because I could read between the lines, but do you see Tyson Fury winning or Deontay Wilder?
This is how I look at it. Wilder's got one chance to win, a knockout punch. Fury's got 3 chances to win: by decision, by knockout, or complete just toyage, like moving around the ring and flipping the jab out and just getting away from him. So he's got 3 ways. He can fight, he can punch, or he can move around the ring. So, and the other guy's only got 1 shot. So the odds are 3 to 1. There's 3 chances to 1 chance. This is exactly what the odds are too. So it makes sense. Can Wilder win? He can win by knockout. I don't see it. I don't think he's. I just don't think. Listen, Malik Scott may have been a good boxer himself. He's never been in a fight, in a big fight as a trainer. And I just don't think that type of situation works where you just jump to a guy who never trained a fighter before. Okay, you're my trainer, and all of a sudden we're going to go out and beat the number one heavyweight in the world. It's the world champion, undefeated 30. It just doesn't work like that. It's too much fantasy there. I like reality over fantasy, and I just think that Fury's ring jabs, physicality, and superior ring IQ will carry the evening on October 9th.
Much appreciated. Go ahead, Myron. Welcome to the building, brother.
What's up, brothers? How you doing? And
chilling, man.
What's up, Mr. Rick Glaser? I really don't have a question. I'm here listening and learning, and that's it, man. I'm just listening to an elder speak. I'm just here to learn, but I do have questions about the whole Lopez, Kambosos, and Triller.
Ooh, I'm gonna let you jump into that since you my brother. I'm gonna let you, because I was leading there. We were gonna go there.
Okay.
We were gonna go there.
That's the only thing that's on my mind.
But since you brought it up, let's go there, because I was gonna bring it up a little later. But okay, you welcome to this is my brother right here, Myron Magnus. He shares my videos when I don't even ask him to, so he's always welcome on this platform. You know what I mean? He's one of the first people I met on YouTube. And so I got nothing but love and respect for Boxing Logic United. Again, everybody subscribe to his channel. But now he did bring it up, and I was going to bring it up. So since he brought it up first, let's go there.
Okay, it was a very dumb move by what Kambosos did, wanting $400,000. Here's why. Okay, so Thriller had they were not putting that fight on no matter what. They were looking for excuses. I kept putting it up on Twitter. This fight's not happening. They're looking for excuses. You can go through my timeline. You can see it. They're looking for excuses not to put this fight on. It was a financial bloodbath. They knew it. They were looking for excuses. Kambosos gave him the excuse. All Kambosos is do have to sign that contract, then not show up, and he would have got $360,000 out of that money. Okay, now Thriller's going to file a lawsuit, okay, against probably the IBF. I hope not, but at least Kambosos, okay, looking to hold that money up. Now, the way I look at it, okay, as being an expert witness in lawsuits, I'm not a judge, but I believe that Teofimo Lopez is warrants 70% of that $1.2 million deposit. Okay, I don't think that because he signed the contract. I don't think Kambosos warrants his $360,000. Okay, so they were looking for an excuse, and Kambosos wanted $400,000. They were stupid because they had no put the fight. And even if they were going to put the fight on, okay, good, he gets all that money. Now it reverts back to Eddie Hearn's bid, okay, which is a $3,550,000, which is $2.6 million less than the bid Triller put in. So now they're losing a lot of money. Okay, now even if they were going to put the fight, I don't think they had any intent. I'm almost positive that. Here's the interesting point, which I never understood about this deal. Okay, well, yes, they bid a lot of money. Why wasn't Lopez team smart enough to say, listen, we'll give you the $400,000. Then everybody was on the carpet then. You get it? They never volunteered $400,000. Now here, this is why they should have given him the $400,000. If that was holding up the fight, now if he's going to get 70% of an additional $2.6 million, this is Lopez. So 700,000, 1.4 million, and another 500,000. He's getting, 1.4. He's getting about 1.9 million more with that purse bid. if he should have given him 400,000 just to make the fight and get it over with. Why didn't anybody volunteer the 400,000? That's one of the dumbest moves I've ever heard of in my entire life.
Okay,
why didn't
so,
they?
Think about that.
okay,
Why didn't they?
okay,
No,
so
no, go ahead. No,
So-
no. I mean, go ahead, Myron. Go ahead.
okay, so that was all that, in your opinion, that's all Teofimo needed to do to make it work for the Triller.
No. I'm not saying that Triller would have still done the deal. I think they were looking for excuses. But I would have put everybody on the spot.
Okay.
I would have put Triller on the spot, and I would have put Gambosis. Here's $400,000. Now, they may have done it for another $200,000. You could offer and say, "Look, we'll give you 200. Let's split it. I'll give you 200,000." We don't know that, but nobody offered that. Nobody offered 400. Nobody offered any. They just sat there and let this fight get destroyed.
But
They're
that's
the dumbest people I've ever seen.
Yeah, well,
so they just
to
wanted.
me-
Cambosis was trying to negotiate 400,000 more than he originally was getting. Is what you're saying?
Right? It was a shakedown.
Okay.
Because the date changed. The date changed. They're going to lose that. They're going to lose that in court, Gambosis, because the IBF. Here's what happens. It was a state contract. The problem is when you fight for an organization under the organizational rules supersedes the state rules. It cannot violate the state rules. Okay, but it supersedes them. So what that means is that the IBF gave them until October 17th to put it on. Okay,
Yes.
This new date fell on the 16th, so it was one day before. Cambosis was obligated to sign that contract. I don't care what the state said. Okay, it's still an IBF fight. That's why they're there, because of the IBF. If the IBF wasn't involved, it wouldn't be the mandatory. There would be no fight. Right? Think about that. Okay.
Right.
So what they did was they blew up their own fight by stupidity, by the Lopez people not offering to give them 200,000, 400,000, whatever, and Lopez trying to extort money that he wasn't entitled to. He wasn't getting enough overpaid with that ridiculous purse bid. Everybody's retired, for Christ's sake. It was simple business. They didn't get it. Everybody overplayed their hand or underplayed their hand. Where Lopez underplayed his hand by not offering the money, and the other idiot was a shakedown, and it was ridiculous. Now, this is really funny. Let me tell you what happened after now. So now, Triller sends a letter to the IBF saying that they're not putting on this fight, demanding that Gambosis gets stripped. Okay, they can't do that. They can't do that. Once you get stripped of his mandatory status, once you forfeit the purse bid, you no longer have a financial interest. The only people that can ask somebody to get stripped out of a mandatory, is people with a financial interest. They no longer had a financial interest. So they can't even do that. That's how dumb they were. Okay? Lopez's people could ask to be stripped. Okay? And also the people that would be behind Gambosis, so the number 2 contender, who's ever there, who's ever next in line, would have a right to ask them to be stripped, and Lopez's people, and Top Rank, because they promote Lopez. Those are the only people that can ask somebody to be stripped. That's a mandatory. Okay, Thriller could have done it if they hadn't given up the purse bid. In the same letter, they give up the purse bid, rights to the purse bid, but they want to get him tossed as the mandatory.
Yeah, well, Rick,
they're retired.
Well, I can tell you what it sounds like to me as a fan. It sounds like Lopez actually put the great before the grind. You know, you got to put that work in first before you become great, and then because in all reality, I think he should have just followed a simple format. He should have got his rematch with Lomo, right? Handled his business and said, okay, you know, I got that. Okay, fine. You know, in that case, then you could either reach out to Haney or you could fight a mandatory, and then fight Haney, right? After that, he could.
Guys, Haney's not fighting anybody. That's all.
That's not true. That's not true. I think he really wants to fight these people, Rick, but I don't know what.
Troy. Can I ask him a question? What?
Yeah. But hold up a second. Just to hold up. I'm thinking this that once he does the mandatory or fights Haney or both, then by that time Josh Taylor's up there at 140. He goes to 140, fight 1 or 2 fights, and then he gets into a big fight with Josh Taylor, and he could do that. But right now, he's basically a perfect example of how to waste a wasted opportunity.
Wasted momentum. He comes off a big win a year ago, and he ain't fought it yet.
Yes, exactly.
All he does is flex muscles.
And that's a disappointment. That's a real disappointment.
Right.
Go ahead, Myron.
Mr. Glazer. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correct.
Please stop with the Mr. Glazer. Come on. You're making me sound like a defendant again. Please.
No. just manners, sir. Just manners. Say manners take you a long way.
Okay.
Why did you say that fight wasn't there on the table, a rematch versus Lomo?
I'm sorry, what was that?
When Troy said he should have did the rematch with Lomachenko, perhaps, to say, okay, get him out the way. You said that wasn't there.
No, it wasn't there.
It wasn't available. How come?
It wasn't there. It wasn't there because what's his name was injured.
Lomachenko.
Shoulder surgery, yes, and the mandatory came due. He did the mandatory. He was supposed to do the mandatory. So that fight, could still happen down the road, but at that time, that was just speculation.
Got you. Okay. Got you. Just trying to get clarity. Okay.
Yeah. Now I want to follow up too. Because that was some great insight. I was just absorbing, so I appreciate that. Now, when it comes down to the WBC, right, and this whole disagreement, because look, I'm going to be honest with you. When I saw Teofimo beat Loma, at that point it was being dubbed as Undisputed. When you watch the background, it said Undisputed. They said the franchise belt was transferable all of a sudden a week beforehand. I'm like, okay, Teofimo's Undisputed. Now, as the year has progressed, right? Now I'm understanding that when I go to the WBC site, it's Devin Haney being labeled the world champion. People recognizing him as meaning the other sanctioning bodies like IBF and all that. And I mentioned that a couple of weeks ago when we were debating this all over again, me and a couple other people. And the thing is that Estrada was given a franchise champion. Now he's recognized as the WBC champion because he actually was the one holding the WBC championship. He won that off of Rungvisai and defended against Beeman, defended against Cuadras, and then defended against Chocolatito. So that's different from somebody being handed a franchise championship and somebody being handed a world champion. So there's some confusion, which we all understand is the WBC's fault and Mauricio Suleiman. So how do you feel like this whole thing looks right now? Or how do you feel about this whole thing? Do you feel he's undisputed? Or do you feel like, how do we handle it?
Okay. I'm not a fan of Devin Haney as a fighter. Because he's not fighting the best fighters. He's fighting, he's sort of handpicking his guy, which is okay. That's fine as a young guy. I get that, but he keeps telling everybody. People keep turning him down. The only person that turned him down was Ryan Garcia, number one. Only person. Nobody else turned him down.
What about Teofimo?
What's it?
What about Teofimo? Didn't they say they want to fight each other?
No, there was no truth to that. Zero. It was all speculation and all hot talk and bullshit.
It was all look for the camera.
What? I'm sorry.
I said it was. I agree with you. I think it was all just show for the camera.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So here's how I look at it. Okay, and I'm not a fan of Devin Haney, even though I think he's a nice person. Here's the deal. To me, he is the WBC champ. I'm sorry, WBC champ. He won it in the ring. Okay, what Mauricio tried to do is jump on the bandwagon with all this money being branded around with Teofimo because of the top rank with the ESPN contract and all this stuff. It looked like he's going to become a superstar. So now he's going to jump on that Johnson. Well, he already had proclaimed him the champ, Haney, and Haney is the champ as far as I'm concerned. We can call Teofimo the franchise champ, and I'll let them Devin Haney as far as I'm concerned. I know the original deal. He won it in the ring, and that's all that counts, and he's the champ as far as I'm concerned. I don't give a fuck what Mauricio says or anybody else. And I'm no fan of Devin Haney, so I'm not taking sides. I'm just saying to you the truth that Devin Haney is your champion. WBC.
I just, to be honest with you, that's another thing I can't stand about the sport right now. You got all this young talent, but they're not doing anything with it. I'm not blaming Haney. I'm not blaming. You have all this young talent. They were calling them the Four Kings, and I hated that they were calling them the Four Kings. I hated that, and now you see why.
Let's be technically, Haney did not win it in the ring. He was upgraded to the champion.
Oh.
No, he did. Haney won in the ring. It was a vacant title. No, he won in the ring.
25.
Absolutely.
That's when Lomachenko relinquished it.
What's that?
When Lomachenko
no, Rick, he's right. He's
Lomachenko
in Mexico City. In Mexico, they upgraded Lomachenko, and at the moment that they upgraded Lomachenko, they upgraded Devin Haney. And
that's correct. That's correct. Wait, time out. That's correct. They upgraded Lomachenko the franchise champ. That's my point. When what's his name won the title, Teofimo, it was the franchise championship that he won. Devin Haney fought for the vacant title against somebody.
No, he was upgraded after.
What's that?
He was upgraded after that. He was immediately upgraded to the WBA regular champion because he was the WBC regular because he was the.
Hold it. He won an eliminator, and he became number one. Their rules say if you win an eliminator, and the fighter gives it up and become a franchise champion, you become the champ.
I see what he's saying. Guys.
Yeah, but I mean, it didn't he won the eliminator. Yeah, but he didn't actually take it off somebody.
Guys, it's the same thing what happened many years ago with Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis, and Razor Ruddock. He fought Razor Ruddock in an eliminator. Lennox Lewis knocks him out in 2 rounds. Bowe refused to fight Lennox Lewis. So your eliminator becomes your world championship because that's how you got there. But that's a good rule. That's a very good rule. Why you want an eliminator? Why should you be forced to fight for a vacant title for small money? You should become champion. Okay, if the guy won't fight you, you are a champion. That's the way I look at it. I think it's a very good rule. Listen, I love Jose Suleiman. He was a friend of mine. Okay, I spent many evenings with him, having dinner with him, cocktails. Great man. Okay, I like Mauricio, but they do a lot of things that are fucked up. I'll leave it like that.
Yeah.
Well,
okay. And Devin Haney, as far as I'm concerned, is the WBC lightweight champ.
Okay, well, based on that rule, Rick, then obviously, right? Dillian White doesn't know that rule because he's fought I don't know how many times to get the.
The problem was, I agree. The problem was that he never had wording and clarification of a final eliminator. The WBC calls those things final eliminators. He was never in a final eliminator. I agree with you. Yeah. I agree with you on your normal thinking. But in the rules, it says final eliminator. He was never in a final eliminator.
Fine print. That sounds simply like fine print and minutia.
It's in the rules. It's
I
not
got
fine
it.
print. It's right there. No, listen. How come I know the rules and Dillian White's people don't?
Very good question.
Thank you.
Okay, well, he needs to hire you.
Because you got 35 years of experience.
What's that, guys?
I said because you have 35 years of experience.
Well, 30 years don't make me older than I already am.
My apologies, but you've learned.
Here's the good part about being 63 and in boxing 30 years. In 3 more years, I'll be 66 and I'll be in boxing 33 years. I'll be boxing 50% of my life.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Well, my point is you've learned a lot through experience and had, I'm sure, on the job training.
You guys don't understand. I'm the fuckster that invented the rules.
Oh, okay.
No doubt.
I'm kidding you. I'm busting balls.
No, I'm about to say, no, you're the one that wrote the fine print.
No doubt.
He was the first one to be boxing with kangaroos. Hey,
so
listen,
okay.
no, that's great stuff though, because honestly speaking, I think that the biggest problem right now is 2 things. It's what we first spoke about, which was the fact that people can honestly believe that you can get away with cheating so easily, like the Wilder versus Fury thing, and then also the WBC kind of messing things up with coming out with the franchise title without being so clear to the point where people can understand it right now, where we have a WBC world champion, and then at the same time we have a franchise champion that says, he runs it, right? It's a little confusing to the average fan. We're trying to bring people into the sport of boxing, right? So I do want to move it though in a minute, but if you have any final thoughts on that, because I do want to bring it back to Jake Paul and the Paul brothers. My bad. Go ahead. I apologize.
First of all, I'm going to tell you that each organization should have one singular champion.
Yes.
Not gold belt champion, silver, platinum, diamond, interim, regular, secondary, Reggie. One champion. That still gives us 4 world champions. If this is what I would do if I ran one of the organizations, that's what I would do right there. And every 30 months, have a tournament amongst the 4 champions to declare a super champion.
Good.
I would try to get the other 3 organizations to go along with it, and in the meantime, is every 30 months have a 2 guys fight, the 2 guys and the winners fight. So you have semifinals and a final. Now you get a super champion every 30 months.
That is beautiful, man. That's what really should happen. But I know Major wanted to move it to the Paul brothers, but I want to ask you a question real quick, right?
Yep.
In all the years you've been doing this, how many times you have to separate the business, from you're just being a human? Perfect example, Holyfield.
Oh, I absolutely shouldn't have fought.
Absolutely.
I knew that going in. I knew how bad he was. I know somebody that saw him recently in Florida, and I know somebody that saw him recently in Atlanta, and they said, Rick, this guy should be nowhere near. These guys are boxing guys, both of them. And they said, one guy told me, Rick, this guy should be nowhere near a boxing ring unless he's waving to a crowd. And the other guy said, Rick, this guy needs to take a seat in the front row and stay there.
Yes, good Lord, yes. I was, come on.
Hey,
well, look, there's another thing.
One question.
We were talking before we went live about James Toney, boxing Logic United, Myron.
Yeah, what's up?
Some people out there, and I remember we were talking on the back end about a particular fighter. And I said, man, I don't want them to see them fight. And you're like, no, you don't understand. This dude really talked like that. He's always talked like that. You know what I mean? That's just him. You know what I mean? Speak on that.
We was talking about what? We was talking about James Toney?
No. I'm saying me, Troy, and Rick was talking on the back end. Okay. And then there was a particular fighter that you and I spoke about, but I'm saying you speak about that because that's your story. It's not my story. But I remember one time we were talking about it, and you're like, "Yo, everybody think he punch drunk, but he's not." because I seen him in restaurants. This is a dude that actually talks like this. He's always spoken like this. You know what I mean? But he's very coherent. He's very smart.
Oh,
and Troy, yeah. The reason I'm bringing it up because Troy also told me the same thing about the same person.
You talking about
But I
Riddick
want
Bowe?
you to bring it up.
You talking about Riddick Bowe?
There we go. There we go. All right. So Rick knows him too. Okay.
Yeah,
So that's what
Riddick
I'm saying
Bowe.
because a lot of people think that he's punch drunk, but you told me very clearly, you're like, nah, bro, trust me when I tell you, he's always been clear-minded. He just talks like that. So that's why I want you to bring it up because I know all three of you guys know him. I don't per se know him at all. You know what I'm saying? I've spoken to him on the phone one time, and that's about it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Riddick Bowe is devoid of all reflexes. He can barely walk, talk, and chew gum. He can't even do that in reality. And he shouldn't be anywhere near a boxing ring. And anybody that puts him in a boxing ring should be arrested at a felony charge. Okay? This shouldn't be anywhere near a boxing ring. Holyfield, not near a boxing ring. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
I mean, they're devoid of motor skills, guys.
I know. I live in an area with Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe lived right down the street. My baby brother went to school with his kids, and in Maryland, because he lived in Fort Washington, in the Italian area. My people's, of course, lived up the street in Old Fort Road. I used to hang with Riddick Bowe in the game room off of 10 Katy Road. But my first time meeting him on 12th Street, and this had to be literally, I'm 46 now. We're talking about probably like 1990, late 90s, 97. And my first time meeting him on 12th Street, he was dressed up, had people around him, a little entourage, and he spoke like that then. He just talked, he was talking like slow, he talked kind of like muffled and everything. But when you hear it close to him, you hear clearly everything he's saying. Now, fast forward that like 10, 15 years later, he talked the exact same damn way. But we was chilling in a booth at the game room, and we just chilling, taking pictures and talking about girls. He's like, yo, where the girls at? And whatever. But how he talk, you hear clearly everything he's saying and everything perfect. It might not be, he doesn't project it well in front of, say, the camera or in front of a crowd, unless it's, of course, you've seen it before, like we've had interviews speaking about Joshua or whatever. He has to he was straightened up. He didn't know if it's a camera on, maybe people gonna see. Then he, like most people, he has sharpened it up and focused more on his enunciation and pronunciation to be more clarity. But when it's on just a laid back, chilling, and it's behind the scenes and y'all just out, whatever, he's want to say lazy tongue. You know what I'm saying? He's just always been a lazy tongue talker. And that's when I met him. I'm 46. I mean, that was 20 years ago. So I was like, when I hear him talk now, it's the same as he talked then.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean his motor skills. We're talking about motor skills. He's got no reflexes. He's devoid of anything he ever had physically. Okay. Forget about his voice. Forget about that. He does talk slow. Slow talk. I agree with that. Okay, but I knew him before the Glazer fights. The Glazer fights took an awful lot out of him.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Those were the fights that did him in.
Yeah. Those two fights were punishing, and they just took a lot out of him, and he took a complete beating. But
he had coming sparring with Ray Mercer too, and all of that stuff. They did serious sparring back then.
Right, well, we coming up on the hour mark, man. So we're gonna start doing our final thoughts and all that. So go ahead, gentlemen.
But I had one question to Mr. Glazer. So, is now, since DAZN put in the second largest bid, and they're now the default for this fight, how is this going to work from here?
Oh, I missed the question.
Is now DAZN the default promotion for the fight between Lopez and Kambosos? Now that Triller's out,
so Eddie Hearn has the right, if he wants to,
I don't think he wants
put on the fight. Okay, if he wants to, I don't know if he wants to or not. different issue. And then he puts it on for his bid, which is $3,550,000.
I don't think he wants that fight, Rick.
What's that?
I don't think he wants that fight, Rick.
I don't know. I don't know if he does or not. But I'm just saying to you that the point I'm making is that he has that right. I don't know if he's going to exercise his right. That's a different. Then it would go back to Top Rank, and then Top Rank has the right to say no, but they probably wouldn't.
Well, Top Rank is going to tell him, I thought you were a big superstar, huh? Since you left here and you can get this and that, now you come back with your tail between your legs. Go ahead, Major.
They fucked up.
Yeah.
They fucked up. They played a game with Bella and Teofimo's people, Gambosa's people, Thriller. They all played a game and they all lost.
Yeah, played a game without
the last thing I wanted to ask about was because obviously Canelo versus Plant is coming up, man. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of different views on that one as well. I mean, for the most part, everybody thinks Canelo's going to whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's, to me, that's the right way to think. You know what I mean? but at the same time, Plant is a little flashy, with his sweet hands and stuff like that. So what are your thoughts on that fight?
It's a complete mismatch. Canelo walks through one-sided beatdown, complete beatdown. No different than the Callum Smith fight, Billy Joe Saunders fight.
I got one thing to say before we start closing out, Rick. There's a gentleman named Cell Torrance. You ever heard of Cell Torrance? I'm sure you have, in your travels.
An old friend of mine is a fabulous guy.
Yes, he is. He's also one of the greatest. He's a great, great trainer, right?
Yeah.
He's in I hate that name. He's in Plant's corner. Sweet Hands. I hate that name, but he's in Sweet Hands corner as an advisor to his trainer. So how do you believe his years of experience training Hall of Famers and great fighters will actually influence Plant?
You got to have a horse. You got to have the horse to ride, and that ain't the horse to ride. That's a complete mismatch, that fight. He blows through him. Let me just say one thing to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He fought Caleb Truax. He was in a real fight. Caleb Truax is shot and old, and he went the distance. Okay? A glorified club fighter from Minnesota. Now, okay, look at all the guys that this guy's fought. Mike Lee, they're all stiffs. He looks like he's fast because he's fighting the stiffs. When he gets in with Canelo, he's going to look like he's very ordinary. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's a different Canelo guys.
Well, I tell you what, Rick, you are what I love working with you, man. You're welcome back anytime. I'm gonna burn your phone up from time to time. So
listen, and put me on before. You can put me on after the Wilder Fury fight this week. You can put me on before the Canelo fight. You can put me on right after too. I'm here to help you. Okay.
Got you, man. And I tell you what, we will take you up on your offer, and we definitely appreciate it, man. Thank you very much,
Mr. Glazer. You're not just a broker; you're a scout too, huh?
I do everything. There's nothing I don't do.
Gotcha.
I'm a boxer. I'm a boxing guy. I'm a thoroughbred, old school boxing guy with modern nuances.
I love that explanation. I don't know what it means, but I love it, man.
That means I use international calling. I got Facebook, Twitter. I got it all. LinkedIn. We got it all going on.
He's adapted to the era.
Okay, very last question before we shut it down. Do you help trainers out too, as well as fighters, or you just stick to fighters? Let's say for trainer.
I hook up fighters and trainers together, and I hook up cut men with fighters and all that kind of stuff. Do everything.
I'll give you a call tomorrow then.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I'd love to hear from you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Hey,
Thank you,
Rick, because I was letting Troy land the plane there, even though you told me that you could go on for more, but he wanted to land the plane for some reason. However, we're gonna go ahead and ask you at least to tell everybody where to follow you. You know what I mean? If they want to find Rick Glaser, see what kind of things you're doing, kind of follow your career at this point, especially since you're dealing with, all these new social media platforms, unlike some of the promoters right now that are making money and not doing the same. So tell everybody where to follow you.
I'm on Twitter. It's at Real Rick Glazer 1. Now there's a whole bunch of Real Rick Glazer, and all Rick Glazer. This is Real Rick Glazer 1, and Glazer's Glaser, and I've got 3,100 some odd followers. So you'll know which one. I came on in January of 2020, so you know which one it is, because there's some fake ones out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the greatest form of flattery: fake Twitter accounts.
Of course it is. Yeah, imitation is the best form of flattery. You damn right about that.
Absolutely.
But Rick, again, I salute you, brother. Thank you for showing up. You've always been very straightforward and kind with your time. So I appreciate you. Hope to see you back soon.
One question. Hey guys, we're missing a big question for it.
Yeah. What is that?
Okay. Tell us how you see Porter. Tell us how you see Porter versus Crawford.
Crawford could hit him with so many uppercuts, he's going to be pleading for a straight right.
What?
Yeah. I like Porter. I think he's great for boxing, but Crawford's Crawford. The speed difference and the mobility of the two fighters is much different. Porter leans in too much, and Crawford throws unbelievable uppercuts, and I think that's going to be his downfall. It's going to be a great fight.
Okay.
It's going to be a great fight, no question about it.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. When you come back on again, we'll touch on the Wilder Fury fight. Whoever wins that, we'll touch on the Crawford fight and everything else, man. Because you have a home here, man. You know you always have a home here at Major Key Boxing.
I
just want to ask you guys one thing. All the stuff that I explained to you about the Teofimo Gambosa situation, the idea. Did you guys learn anything?
I picked up some of it,
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. If you guys learned something tonight, I've accomplished something, and I feel good about that.
Oh yeah, the business part that you said. Here's the thing.
It's logical.
Yeah, the business part that but the way he broke it down though, before you hopped on, Myron, and he really broke that down. And yes, I appreciate that, because here's the thing. I'm on YouTube now. I just started my channel 11 months ago. And really what I understand, I'm not the historian, even though I know about a lot of the older fighters. I got my own boxing history books and stuff like that. Even though I understand business, I'm a businessman. But when it comes down to breaking down something like that, a lot of these channels try to watch people's pockets, and I'm not following their pockets, because what I understand as far as boxing, the reason I love the sport of boxing is because I understand what's going on in the ring. Like, I can break down a whole fight about what's going on, the feints, how they caught him with this, how they let him into this, and things like that. I can watch the whole thing and explain it to you beforehand and afterwards why I said it in the first place. However, the business part, it seems to be the most important part right now, why fights are not being made. So I'm very happy that you explained that so I can understand it. I'm pretty sure anybody that heard it or watched it or rewatches it is going to understand, wow, I didn't think about that, and because I didn't think about that, because I don't understand that part of the business, because I'm not part of it. But when you say it, I understand it, but I'm not part of it. So I wouldn't just prejudge it without knowing, because I'm not part of it. So I'm glad that you broke it down, because you broke it down very thoroughly and effectively to the point where somebody can sit back and listen and understand it now. So
that's why I don't do what you do, and you don't do what I do. That's how that life.
That's facts.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what the facts are. I was at a show over in England a couple weeks ago, and they've had me on a couple times, called The Last Bell, and I compared boxing to prostitution.
Whoops.
And they were cracking up laughing. And I explained to them the comparison between boxing and prostitution. It's very comparable. Think about it, and we'll save that for the next show. Okay, guys? It's been a pleasure. Looking forward. Everybody's got my phone number. And Twitter is at Real Rick Glazer. Okay, one. You know, just the number one. And my website is rickglazer.com. I'm sorry, so glazerboxing.com.
Gotcha.
Just glazerboxing.com. Thanks, everybody. You have a wonderful evening. Enjoy. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir. Bless up.
Have a great night. Have a great night, Rick. And
Have a good night.
Everybody else, hold on for overtime. Yeah, we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna run down these things. Myron, you can't leave now. We got you stuck now. We got you stuck. You heard?
Yeah.
We're gonna chop it up real quick. I need to run to the restroom real quick though. So I'm gonna drop the link into the chat. Anybody could click on the link. You know what I'm saying? It's Major Key Monday. While Troy wraps that up. And if not, y'all could just start up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Troy, you with us?
Yeah, man. I'm still here. I'm not going.
All right, yo, chop it up, man. Let's start about these boxing events coming up. Because I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick and I'll be right back.
All right, Myron. Go ahead and give me your thoughts, man, on the big heavyweight fight that's coming. Now, hey, Myron, I don't know if you heard. I think Fury put this out there himself that he's coming in at 290.
Yeah, I just saw an interview with him. Actually, it's still on it. I haven't completed it. He was trying to get up to 300. Yeah, and they said because I think one of his kids caught his daughter caught COVID, medical thing, and so that prevented him from reaching that mark. So it's gonna. He said he's fit. He don't know if he's gonna make that because of the family things that was happening, that was going on. But he said he's gonna be still super fit and shape and shit. But yeah, I'm hip to him talking about that. I thought that'd be crazy.
Yeah, I think that's ridiculous and too much. How you gonna go 12 rounds at 300 pounds?
Well, he's trying to say it's gonna help him. Absorb the weight. Extra weight helps him absorb Wilder's power.
But that doesn't. No, that's a bunch of garbage. Because if somebody lands something right, okay, how big you are, you're going down. You ever heard of David and Goliath? You're gonna go down.
Of course, I heard of that. It's not the same, but you know what I mean. It does. Weight. I mean, no, weight can make you a little bit more sturdier person to move and get out there. I mean, it. I've seen a skinny mud knock a big bama out. You know, put him right on the chin. You know what I'm saying? But we can't expect. Wilder's never been the most accurate puncher, so maybe he's just saying, thinking overall in general. But he want to lean on Wilder more because Wilder couldn't have that weight much in the second fight.
Yeah, because I heard that Wilder's supposed to be up to 240, which would be a stupid move. I gotta go on pause. I gotta go on mute for a second. All right.
It's all good. It's all good. So what were we talking about, Myron?
He was wanting to talk about Wilder and Fury, and about Wilder coming in at 290 pounds.
I mean, that was reported by Showbiz. I don't necessarily believe that Showbiz is a liar. I actually
no, that's what.
Yeah.
No.
What
I mean, he was just talking about it just now with on Seconds Out with
So Seconds Out came out. Oh, okay. So now you got two people talking about it because Showbiz was the first one to break that, and, Showbiz is pretty reliable. So is Seconds Out. You know what I'm saying? So if both of them came out with that, yeah.
No, he's doing the interview. He was talking about it with her.
Okay. So yeah, then we got to go with it. Yeah.
Yeah, he said no. It was the goal. It truly was the goal for him to come in at 300, but he didn't make it because he don't think they didn't make the weight goal because he had to eat a whole lot to do that. And then I believe one of his daughters or children was sick.
Oh, okay.
So it changed up a little bit. He says we didn't quite get there, but we're going to be definitely super fit and strong.
Okay. Well, Myron, you ever met my boy Shadow Ghost here?
I don't think so. What's up, champ?
Oh, Shadow.
I've talked to him. I've talked to him before.
Okay, yes. Shadow's one of the homies right here, and he's got an upcoming channel as well, man. Shout out to him. He's a veteran as well. I believe Myron, you served, right?
Yeah, Air Force.
There you go. So yeah, that's why I brought it up. You know what I mean? So salute to all of y'all and thank you for your services. But yeah, man, what's up, Shadow? What's going on?
Nah, hey, I can't stay long. I just wanted to come on and talk about the up. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Troy?
What's
Happy
up,
You
birthday.
Shadow?
muted. Go ahead, Troy.
Hey,
You got somebody on the line, or
No,
you were?
that was you. That was you who said that. That's the relay from what you spoke.
No. He unmuted himself. You see, like he just unmuted himself right now.
yeah, nah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think he
look.
was just. I think he was just saying what's up.
His
Nah,
feedback was okay.
I just wanted to say just real quick on the Fury thing. Nah, it's true. There's actually they dropped. If you go on the PBC, they got like part 4 or 5, like how they're little promotional clips or whatever. And the one that was dropped yesterday, I think it was like 2 days ago, it starts off by showing Fury's the dude that makes him his food, his new nutritionist. I don't know his name or whatever, but so the first half of the video you can see it's like the first 5 or 10 minutes is about Fury, and then like the second half of the video, it switches over to Deontay and Malik Scott. But going back to the whole thing with the Fury thing, so the nutritionist is making his food, right? And as he's making it, they're interviewing him, and he's like, "Listen, my job is, Sugar Hill tells me, hey, look, this is what the weight that we want him to be at, and my job is to get him there, whether it's to cut weight or to maybe, add on some more carbs and make him heavier." And he's like, "This camp, he's like, I can't say too much, but he's like, Sugar Hill is telling me they they want him to gain some more pounds." And of course, if you look at the fight, man, if you look at the second fight, it was mainly his jab that was catching Deontay, but also the fact that every time that they got close, he would grab him and lean on him. He would lean on him. And he did that the whole second fight, and it was draining Deontay. And that's exactly what I think they're planning on doing this time. They want to come in heavier. They already know that Malik Scott is trying to get Wilder like as far as like boxing a little bit more and moving a little bit more. So I already know that their game plan is already to do the same thing. Is to every time they get in close, grab him and lean on him. I just watched that second fight again for like the 5th time, and I was watching it. I mean, the second and third round, every time they clinched, you would even hear the announcers. Fury's leaning on him. He's leaning on him, and he's just all that weight, bro. And that shit, I mean, as heavyweights, you got to think about it, man. Third, fourth, fifth round, you got somebody three, close to 3+, 6'7", 6. I don't know how tall he is, but this dude is leaning on you every time y'all clinch.
The
So
only
I, so
thing,
what, so
the
what
flip
Myron
side
was
to that,
saying. That's why I came in, because I heard what Myron was saying, and it's
yeah.
absolutely correct. That's exactly what they're gonna try to do. They're gonna lean on him.
Yeah, and Myron could respond. He got to unmute himself though. But all I wanted to say is on the flip side to that though, right? He's not going to be able to hop around with that irky jerky shit as long by adding that weight. Neither, you know what I'm saying? So there's an advantage, but also a disadvantage. So that you know what I'm saying? Like
I don't think they
there's
want to
two.
do that though, Major Key. I don't
I
think
know.
that's what,
I
because you
feel you.
saw how he was. You saw how he was in the first fight, and you saw
Yeah.
in
No,
the second
I'm just
fight
playing
he
devil's
wasn't
advocate to
herky
throw on
jerky.
both
No,
sides
no,
of the
no,
coin out.
no,
Yeah.
no. You're right. You're right. But it's what I'm saying. If you saw the
Yeah.
first fight, he was all herky jerky, light footed or whatever,
Yeah.
and but then the second fight, he really didn't do all that. He really came forward to Wilder. He came forward. His jab was messing Wilder up, and every time they clinched, he leaned on him. And I think that, hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's
Because
that's
they
their men.
So
they really
Myron, since he came in, he was tagging on your point. Go ahead and add
I
on
heard
to Shadow.
everything. I was listening to everything. Yeah, that's because they realized Wilder can't fight going backwards.
Yeah, I agree.
Wilder can't fight going backwards, so they're just gonna make him keep fighting backwards. Because if he's going backwards, then he can't use his back leg to use as the anchor to land a right hand that's of any significance to hurt him. So you
Yep.
just make him go backwards because that's the only punch he got.
And
Yeah,
that leaning on him too, Myron too. That shit takes a lot out of you, man. You got a heavy dude just leaning on you all damn time. Every time they clinched, he leaned on him, bro.
Yep.
no, but you got to understand that Wilder's coming in with all these new skills he's learned from, You know, Malik shot and everything. He knows how to
Yeah.
All
do
right,
everything
buddy. All right, all right,
he's
all right.
10 times
You
better
see,
than Ali
hey,
and all of that. You know,
I
so
know.
yeah,
So if he tries that double left hook shit that I seen him in that shadow boxing with
yeah,
freaking
that's true, man. Welcome,
Malik
Bruce
Scott,
Goes. What's going on, brother?
he
Bruce
just
Goes.
What's
gonna
up? What's
get
up,
his
Major?
head.
Troy, Myron, Shadow
Bruce
Ghost.
Goes, what's up,
This
bro?
evening. Am I on?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
sir.
you on, man? Go ahead,
Hey,
Yeah,
brother.
we
guys.
hear you.
What's up, man? Nah, see, 300 pounds of Tyson Fury. I don't think that's going to work, man. I just, first of all, bulking up a fighter at fight time. How many fighters can actually have been successful at putting on fat and moving, and moving up. Usually fighters, if they're putting on anything, it's muscle. I mean, how many fighters can we name who moved up by gaining weight? I mean, maybe James Toney, Roberto Duran. Basically, they move up because they're either growing into the weight class or they're putting on muscle. Lean mass. Fat, man, fat's got nerve cells in it. Fat hurts. It doesn't absorb punches. Muscle. I mean, you make a bicep and you pinch your fucking hard muscle. It doesn't hurt. You pinch that flabby fat. That hurts. That's going to leave black and blues, man. That's not the way to gain weight.
Yeah, but
You
Bruce
think
goes.
why you
I don't think he's fat though. I don't think that's. I don't think they're just feeding him donuts and
No, no,
bread
no.
and
But it doesn't matter,
he's
bro. It
working
doesn't
out.
matter.
He's working out on top of that, bro. So it's like I don't think I understand what you're saying. I don't think it's a great strategy either. I think he should come in at the same weight as in the second fight. But I mean, these are professionals, bro. This is Sugar Hill. He's got a nutritionist. I don't think they're just feeding him the Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's and just say, hey man, let's just balloon your fat ass up to 300 and you just gonna lean on him. I think it's a little bit more to that.
Yeah, but see, granted, man, it doesn't matter what they're feeding him. It's still uh, any any excess calorie is going to turn into fat. And it's too late to put muscle on at this stage of the game. He's not going to be lifting weights. He's not going to be fucking, he's just not going to be putting muscle on. If anything, he's going to be doing cardio and, taking fat off. But see, I see this fight totally different. See, the fight that happened 18 months ago, that wasn't fucking Deontay Wilder in that fight. I mean, you can
yes
say
it
what you want. You can say he was, people saying he was drugged. People saying he had the fucking the suit. All kind of excuses. Bro, it could have been a bad bologna sandwich with fucking cheese on it. Maybe he got laid too much the night before. Bro, whatever it was, that wasn't fucking Deontay Wilder in that fucking ring. I don't care what anybody says, man. And
was
I think, bro, but you don't understand what I'm saying, man. It wasn't the fucking Deontay Wilder. That you could tell, but before the fight even started, they showed him in the dressing room. He's jumping up and down. Something was fucked up. Like I said, maybe he had a bad fucking piece of cheese. I don't fucking know, man. There's 100 excuses, but see, I think we're gonna see a different Deontay Wilder in there.
I was jumping
There's
up.
there's a lot of hype. Everybody's, it's a 50-50. Everybody's got their own fucking things. See, I think, the hype going on, I think Deontay Wilder has bought that hype. I think he's fucking changed his attitude. I think I think he's learned a lot, man. I think he's humbled himself, whatever the fuck you want to say, but I think he's going to go in there and I think he's going to fucking kill Tyson Fury. I think he's going to tear his fucking head.
Okay,
This is my
Mr. Bruce
opinion, bro.
yeah,
Goes.
bro.
Can I finish my opinion first?
Okay.
Bro, I let you guys
himself.
talk, man. Can I just finish what I want to say?
I don't think he's humbled himself though.
See, this is the way I look at it, man. I don't care who wins the fight, man. I'm not going to lose sleep either way. I don't like either one of these fighters personally, but I don't like any fighter personally. I just think Deontay Wilder is changed. I think he's coming in there with a fucking game plan. I think he's going to catch fucking Tyson Fury off guard. The only reason Tyson Fury's in this fight is because fucking arbitration said he had to be in this fight. And I don't think he's put in the effort, the training. I think he thinks Deontay Wilder is a fucking pushover. And I believe Deontay Wilder has improved. He's got the mental edge that he's bought the fucking hype. He's bought this fucking bullshit, Ali, whatever it may be. I don't compare him to Ali. In his mind, maybe he was persecuted. I don't know. Ali was fucking hated when he fucking became a Muslim. And fucking Deontay Wilder might feel that way, man. Maybe that's the comparison. I don't know. But I just think it's going to be, bro, I just think it's going to be a different fucking Wilder in that fight. I don't think Fury's going to be ready for him. I think it's going to be a fast fight. Now, if it goes beyond 3 rounds, then we got a different ball game there. Then I may be wrong. Then Fury may turn into that fucking middleweight again and use that foot speed, that hand speed. And bro, to me, it's an open fight. But I personally think Deontay Wilder is going to fucking starch him early. I think he's going to fucking hurt him.
He's
and
going
that's
to start
just the way I see it, bro. Go ahead, man.
he's going to starch him just like he did in the second fight that turned Fury's head, and Fury going to come out and get furious on him. That's what went wrong in that second fight. Everybody said that wasn't the Wilder. It wasn't this. It wasn't that. What happened was when Wilder landed that very first good right hand on Fury, and Fury came back and looked at him and kept coming forward and pounding him, Wilder's confidence went out his asshole, along with the battery pack, the lasers, and everything with that suit. He hit Wilder hit him with a good right hand. Fury's head just turned, did like this, and went to pounding on him like that right hand wasn't shit. And Wilder then turned to a deer in freaking headlights. Okay? And that's what the freak happened. You know what I mean? All that jumping around in the freaking locker room. I mean, if he's jumping around, he must be feeling good. If he was all, everybody say he didn't look good, and he looked real good. He wore that suit. He did this shit with his hands and all this goddamn mascot bullshit. He felt good. See, he landed that right hand on Fury. Fury ate that shit like breakfast and came in, ate his asshole out for the rest of the fucking fight.
And Myron, check this out too, man. And the crazy thing is so you know how they were talking about the whole suit and everything. Well, apparently the suit must have not been that bad because he's wearing another suit now. But check this out. The crazy thing is, so
they took the battery packs.
They take the battery packs and the lasers out. Okay, this is fucking hilarious to me, man. It's kind of hilarious to me, man.
Here's what I do believe. I do believe Wilder would show a better.
I'm going on after you, Myron.
Yes, sir. I do believe Wilder's going to show a better show of him, give a better show of himself in the third fight, while it lasts. And Wilder does have the ability to party. He may have the ability to start you. He may have the ability to do that. Chances, the percentages wise, in my mind, the probability of that is he will not do that. And I do believe Fury going to come in forward a little bit. I do believe he might switch up and do some southpaw. He going to give him different looks, whatever, and he's going to come at him. He's going to come at him again because Wilder cannot fight going backwards. You know what I mean? He just don't have the legs, the strength to hold up a 275 pounds wherever he comes in at, just leaning on him and banging on him at all. He just don't. I don't see. I think this fight, the last fight was stopped in the 6th round, right? Or the 7th, something like that. I think this goes about the same around 7 to 8 rounds. Honestly.
Yeah, I think honestly, if he is 290 or whatever he says he is, I think he's really just gonna make it an ugly fight and get in close and lean on him. Because Wilder does not have those legs or the strength to push that man off round after round after round. It's gonna wear him the hell out. And if Wilder comes in at 240, that's not his weight, man. I mean, he's known for speed and timing and all that. So how's it? I don't know how putting on weight is going to help him at all.
He came
and
in
as far as his right hand,
remember?
Yeah. But as far as the right hand, his right hand is always going to be there. But if you don't land it, if he doesn't get enough space to land it, or he doesn't get a chance to plant that back foot, and he doesn't have enough whatever to throw the right hand. He's going to land it, but he's not going to leverage. Leverage is what I'm trying to say.
And Troy, but the thing is though, Troy,
right. But let me finish, Shadow. All this, I just think really that Fury might have us fooled thinking he's going to come in with the whole seek and destroy thing. That's a mindset. That's a mindset for a fighter, and that's not his mindset. His feet are always set to move. If you watch him fight, he never plants his feet. Now, Bruce, you said that Wilder learned some new things. He has a different attitude. No one ever breaks down what are these new things that he's learned. And to me, his attitude still remains the same because he's blaming lottie-dottie everybody for his loss except for the man in the mirror. So can you? Yeah. So can you break down these like new skills that Wilder might be bringing to the ring, sir?
Well, hold on, Troy. Before he says anything, I gotta go. So I just want to say, hey, listen, I'll try to come back. But Bruce, Myron, Troy, Major Key, I appreciate you having me on. I just want to say one thing, bro. Just to add on that, gotta remember that although Wilder has that right hand, He landed it in the first fight 2 times. And that was when Fury was coming off of drugs and depression and everything like that. And the man got up. And like Myron said, in the second fight, I just watched it for like the 5th or 6th time again, because obviously the fight's coming up. He landed that right hand at least 3 times in that second fight.
Early
on. Yeah,
Now,
right,
for a
Myron.
second,
In the first round, like the
ate
first
that
round.
shit like breakfast. It's just like,
Right.
you ain't
So
shit.
you're talking about a guy that's fresh. Whether you think that was Deontay Wilder or not, whether you think it was the Bronze Bomber, his second alter ego, whether he ate a bad bologna sandwich or whatever the fuck he ate, the fact of the matter is, at 100%, this dude landed that right hand in the first round. He landed it in the second round, and when Fury ate that shit, his face did light up like, oh shit, this is different. This is different.
His face he was like, oh shit.
He was like, oh shit, like this is different. This is not going the same way as it was in the first fight. And that's why I feel like that now the only thing is I will say this. Wilder is always dangerous, and the fact that his back is against the wall now, he's got an L. He's been training his ass off. That is a good sign. The only thing that I will say before I go is with the whole Malik Scott thing, is there is a difference, because I hear people say, well, look at Fury. He was very elusive and all this other stuff. And then in the second fight, he comes in and all of a sudden he's sitting down in his punches. Yeah, that's with Sugar Hill. That is a proven trainer. Malik Scott, I think this is the first time he's ever training somebody, and it looks like he's trying to train him to kind of like outbox. I could be wrong, but it looks like he's trying to, with all these double left hooks and being all fat, which is good and everything. It looks good, and he's training and all that stuff. But you're not gonna outbox Fury, and so that is the difference, where a guy can come in and actually sit down in his punches. But then again, he's with the Sugar Hill, bro. This is Malik Scott. This is a guy that I think is kissing Wilder's ass no matter what he says. There was a clip of him getting hit in the stomach and he's fake throwing up in the corner. Come on, dude, stop that shit, bro. Listen, the fact of the matter is, I don't care who wins this fight. It's gonna be a good fight. The undercard is great. And let the best man win. But I look at it like this: if this man landed those punches early on in that second fight, he better come with something different, bro.
I want to add something to this. Because my whole thing is also, look, I just want to watch the fights. Whoever wins, I give them credit. But look, let's be honest. Like this whole shit about the glove game, man, really got me pissed off, because everybody keeps leaving out that fucking Deontay Wilder got metal rods in his hand. You know what I mean? Since when is that okay? Metal rods in your hand. Biggest KO record. Everybody's acting surprised about it. You know what I'm saying? And then you're calling glove gate on somebody else. Like, what the fuck is that about, bro? Like, this is the most ridiculous shit I ever heard in my life. He should have just stood quiet about that. His camp should have stood quiet about that, because if anything, you got metal rods in your fucking hand, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This
hey,
crazy.
man, listen, I'm gonna head out. Hey, just real quick. Hey, Byron, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, if he lands that right hand 2 or 3 times early in the fight and Fury eats that shit, you're gonna see that deer in the headlight all over again. He gonna be like, oh shit.
That's what I think is gonna happen, bro.
That deer in the headlight. Hey, man, I'll talk to y'all, bro.
All right, brother. Easy, man.
Peace.
So, yo, Bruce, I wanted to ask you, and let's see, maybe you could spark something up here. So there's an interesting undercard. Frank Sanchez, right, versus Jagbe. There's Kaunaki with Helenius, part 2. You know what I'm saying? Berlanga's fighting again. You know what I mean? So
the card is stacked from top to bottom, bro. I mean, this is an event as far as I'm concerned, man. It's like a Don King card, bro. It's like one one main event after another.
Hey, Bruce, real quick, man. Shout out to my brother in the panel, man. There's a rare occasion. Counterpunch boxing. What's going on, bro?
Hey, what's happening, man? How y'all doing today?
Kurt the Don, what's up, champ?
Hey, what's up, man? Blue, what's the deal?
Something must have brought you here, man. What brought you here? Tell me what brought you here.
Well, no, I just chimed in because I seen you were live, so I just wanted to come in, man, and give my counterpunch on Wilder and Fury. And I overheard, I think, I don't know who was talking. Maybe it was Bruce Goes, maybe, but the difference between the fighters and then the trainers that train the fighters to fight a certain way. And I overheard Malik Scott is trying to somewhat make Deontay Wilder outbox Tyson Fury. Well, I'll say right now, if that's what he's doing, he's going to lose. Just like I said, Joshua would lose to Usyk. You don't box a boxer, you fight a boxer, but I don't think that Malik Scott's doing that. I think what Malik Scott's doing is giving Deontay Wilder more weapons or making him understand there's more to him than the right hand and making him believe in other punches besides the right hand that will keep Tyson Fury guessing. So Tyson Fury won't be just so, okay, here's the right, double jab, right hand, here we go, or jab, right hand, it's time to slip it and time to do my work. So he's trying to give him more weapons, I think. I hope that's not the case, because if it is, it's going to be pretty much like the second fight.
Y'all guys know what ultimately, here's the truth. I mean, here's from my perspective what I see. You know what ultimately Malik Scott is doing for Deontay Wilder? Honestly, he's been this motherfucker therapist for the last fucking 4, 5, 6 months.
Yeah,
that's
confidence
all he's
builder.
fucking been, bro. He's been his fucking therapist to build his fucking confidence back up.
Yeah,
every time you gotta be shadow boxing with a motherfucker, and he throw a punch like, oh, that hurt my chest. Oh, this and that. You all these sound effects and shit. Once the motherfucker hits you, who's supposed to be the hardest hitter ever in the boxing world, he supposed to already think that. But everything you see shadow boxing, boom, boom, oh, yeah, he's getting this motherfucker back in the groove, the feeling good, feeling free, to try to take his mind for what the fuck happened in the demolition and build his confidence back up. This is he's supposed to get into his mind to help him build his confidence. You the champ. He's going to be two-time, no doubt. That's what he's doing for this dude.
That's a great point. Now, I want to hear Bruce really because since my man Counterpunch came in, he was responding to Bruce, so I need to allow Bruce to counter back, right, and explain like what was it like, whatever it was, you know what I mean? Like so Bruce, go ahead, bro.
No, man, I don't even remember what the question was.
No, he was responding to something that you said. So unless do you agree or disagree with what he said towards?
Well, he said that I heard him say that I mentioned the trainers. I didn't mention the trainers. See, I think those body punching throwing up, that's all to sell a fight, man. That's what they want us to see. I mean, haven't you seen fucking promotions before? You see all that kind of shit, man. That's to sell the fight, and the same with Tyson Fury. We're seeing what he wants to show us. It's not actually what's going on in the camp, man. It's selective. It's selective clips of what they want to show us. I don't think they should be showing that shit because it's not nothing but fucking controversy and criticism, bro. So no, my point was, I think the Fury that went into that fight was not the fucking same fucking Tyson Fury that fought the 40 fights before that, man. He was fucked up, and I don't think he's going to be the same fighter coming into the fight in a few days. That's all I'm saying, man. Tyson Fury, I don't think he's going to have as good a fight as he had because I don't think he's taking this fight as seriously as he took the second fight, and I think it's going to be a 50-50 fight. But personally, I see Deontay Wilder smashing him early because I don't think Fury's going to be ready for that kind of aggression that he's going to see from Tyson Fury because I think he's a fucking madman. I think he believes the hype that people are telling him. I think he's going to go in there like a fucking animal. He's 235, 200 whatever pounds of fucking solid steel. He's got a right hand that'll take your head off like a sledgehammer. And I don't think Fury's going to be expecting that. And that's the way I see it. I don't see it going past 3 rounds, man. And I could be wrong. I probably am, man. I've been a boxing fan for a long time, and I very seldom can call a fight like this when we haven't seen each fighter in 18 months. So, bro, I'm looking forward to it like you are, but I'm just telling you how I see it, from a fucking from a boxing fan's standpoint.
Well, Bruce, let me ask you this: since you said he's going to get smashed early, and he's solid rock, and he'll knock your head off with the right, he had to be the right. So what has changed between him before and him now that gives you the idea he's going to do that?
Well, see, I don't think Fury's that good. Fury, bro, who is he really? He's like fucking, he's like Wilder. Who pops out on his resume? You know, and Fury, Jack Reese, who refereed the first fight, and he's also refereed fucking the Andrew Galata fights. He said fucking Tyson Fury's the dirtiest fighter he's ever refereed. And see, this fight is under scrutiny, man. You know, this isn't like any of the other fights. There's a spotlight that's going to be shining on these fighters throughout the whole fight. Every complaint from the first two fights, from the glove wrappings to the water, that's going to be so fucking scrutinized. There's not going to be any hanky-panky in this fight. No excuses. I think when it comes right down to these two guys getting in the ring, when that bell rings, I see Deontay Wilder with the advantage in the beginning of the fight. I think he's going to take him out, bro. That's just the way I see it, man.
What do you think was wrong with Wilder in the second fight? Why didn't he smash him? I mean, he was able to hit him early.
Oh no, bro. Like I said, man, he looked fucked up. I don't know what was the matter with him. You know, like I said, anything could have happened to him. The legs he might have had an orgy the night before. Who the fuck knows? You see his gorgeous wife, man. I don't know if I could have a camp with her in that fucking camp, bro. Anything could happen, but that was not the same fucking Tyson Fury. I'm going to give him that one pass, and this is the fucking brawl that's going to settle it all, man. And as far as the fucking, they're both fucking nuts. They both lied throughout their fucking asses, man. You know, this is going to be a fucking great. It's an entertaining fight, and anybody says they don't care about it, man, they're full of shit. Their stomach's going to be in knots when those two go walking into the fucking ring, man. This is an event, bro. And it's like I said, it's one fucking classic fight after another. It's like a Don King card from the 80s, man. I'm loving it. My fucking humidor is going to be full. My refrigerator is going to be full. That pit bull you see talking right there is going to be at the door with his teeth bared. Nobody's going to get near me. I'm not going to be on any fucking live sites. I'm going to be watching this fight, man. This is an event, bro. I love it, man. I love the controversy. Right. And you know, it's nothing but love as far as I'm concerned, man.
Hey, so I got the ladies in the house now. Now y'all better chill now, because the ladies in the house. We got Lady Chan and Lisa Bales. Go ahead, Lady Chan first though, Lisa, because she
What
got
about Jay Blues, man? What about Jay Blues?
Oh shit, man, I forgot Jay Blue. Look at Jay Blues, man. I forgot you, brother. I apologize.
Hold up, I ain't no damn Lady Troy. Don't fucking throw that shade on me, man. Don't set me up like that.
Hey, shout out to Jay Blues. He made my logos. My logos are made by Jay Blues,
nice.
Man. So that's my brother right there. But Jay Blues, my apologies.
Is that Usyk in that picture?
That's Usyk in that picture.
Yeah.
That's a nice picture.
And
what's up, Lisa? How you doing?
Jay Blues, Lady
Hey,
Chan,
what's going on, everybody?
What's up? What's the topic? Don't even know it.
You know your favorite fighter, Wilder.
Oh gosh.
So you're doing the predictions?
Yeah. We're talking about all the predictions. We were talking about it with Rick Glaser, but we did an hour with him. So we're just doing the rest of Major Key Monday. And you guys, is open floor. It's open floor, open panel. Just discuss it, dispute it, whatever. But I want to hear everybody's point of view by the end of the conversation.
Okay, I'll check the.
Fury beats Wilder in 6 rounds. The end.
6 round.
Yep.
Wow.
Done.
That's a bold one right there. I mean, I think Fury's gonna win. I know, in my opinion, I got knocked out by and you could. This is Major Key Monday. Major Key's opinion. I'm not gonna break it down on some little slow video. I'm just telling y'all. I feel like Fury's gonna win by knockout by round 8. And I'm not surprised if anything else happens. Just put it like that. But if I have to put my money on it, I say Fury by round 8. You know what I mean? But I'm not surprised. I'm not going to sit back and say, oh, if he get knocked out, or if he knocked him out earlier or later, or if it goes to 12, I'm not surprised about anything, because this is actually a pretty close fight when it comes to styles, right? Because Fury's not. He's very slick, but he's not like he's not your like go-to guy. When you think of the boxer, they're not gonna put him on the front cover. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's just not that guy. You know what I'm saying?
But he's better than Wilder.
But he's good at what he does, man. He's good at what he does. So what can I say?
His resume's trash. Like, we keep it 100. His resume's trash.
Yeah.
Both him and Wilder's resumes both trash. But he's a better boxer than Wilder. Like 10 out of 10, maybe Wilder will beat him once. The best Wilder couldn't beat the worst Fury. So how do you think this is going to go? Him off a 3-year layout, coming off 400 pounds, taking 2 stupid tune-ups, and Wilder couldn't even beat him. it's and then the second fight, as you can see, convincingly molly-whopped him everywhere. So do you think the third fight he's now going to lose? It just the stats doesn't weigh up like that. He's gonna beat him.
So Lisa, before you jump in, Jay Blues, since you were here before, like, what are your thoughts on this conversation that we're having? Because we're gonna jump into the rest of them. But since we were under the Wilder Fury conversation, you were here first, so go ahead, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Major Key. Shout out to everybody on the panel, man. I hope y'all having a great night. I was against this fucking fight, man, from the get-go, just because of all the negativity and all the outside the ring bullshit. So I'm just gonna ignore that and speak on the fight itself, man. The reason Deontay lost the way he did in the second fight was because of the delusion he had coming in, that there was nothing he did wrong in the first fight. He should just do that again. But there was obviously something wrong because he came in heavier, man. Like he messed up his own style, and that delusion has not left him. Like he's never taken onus or accountability or acknowledged any kind of shortcoming whatsoever in his style. It's just he was done wrong, and he's gonna get it back in blood. It's all this stupid bullshit, and it's gonna be a rude fucking awakening for him. Second round, third round. It might even happen in the first, man. Like he's gonna have an emotional breakdown, or his corner's gonna have an emotion. Something like it's not gonna go the way that they think it is, man. Like Fury's gonna whop him again, and this whole Fury 300-pound thing, that's bullshit. It's showing you what they want you to see. It's probably some pre-camp footage, man. There's no fucking way he's coming in that heavy. I don't see Wilder making out maybe the 5th, maybe the 6th. I see him getting done earlier, man. Even earlier than the second fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I do? I do see Wilder coming out more this fight. Much like the way he did the first fight. I see him coming out and trying to blast Fury out of there. But this is the thing. I think Fury gonna come out that freaking ring running at Wilder. And Wilder gonna come out his corner running that fucking Fury. And it's gonna be like a freaking train that hit a freaking
Mack truck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be like a train that hit a little fucking Fiat. And I think Fury gonna push his ass the fuck back. But I think it's gonna be a humongous clash. Because Wilder he's not gonna fight going back. He can't repeat the same performance he did in the second fight or try to do what he did. He has to come forward to land that right. Got to come forward with authority and conviction. And Fury's going to do the exact same thing. So that's why I believe this fight's going to end. It's not going the distance. I don't see that at all. I think it's going to be like 8 rounds. And that's it.
Yeah. So I gotta let before we open it up, because I want everybody to speak freely. But we do have to let Lisa, since she was the last one in, speak about the same situation. Once she's done, it's all conversation. Everybody can speak, man. Everybody here is adults. I trust all of you guys. I know we're not ignorant over here. You know what I'm saying? So we can just chop it up on whatever subject as far as the upcoming bouts. But let Lisa get her bars off first before we move forward to the next one.
Lisa Bales.
What's up, everybody? What's up? I kind of have like Jay Blues stance, that type of stance. But at the same time, I realized if I'm going by the last fight, I will pick Fury. However, I'm looking and I'm seeing that Wilder's bulked up a little bit, so he's gotten bigger. So he should be able to absorb some more of the like I guess with the leaning or whatever. But I don't know how that's gonna work with him because he's a lean person. So I don't know if that's gonna affect his agility and speed, or will it tire him? I know he's been working hard, so he's been training a lot, and then a few times the fight was, postponed or whatever. So this has been a long time in the making. It's just I'm gonna say this is a hard one because he's always got that chance if he lands. That's the thing. You can't take that away from him. He got that chance. But I think I'm gonna go with Fury. Not sure what round, but I don't see this going to the 12th. I just don't see it. This is a lot of bad blood with this fight. And the last 2 times I picked Wilder,
Me
but
too.
this time I think I'm gonna pick Fury just based on
Oh shit!
what I saw.
You said for the last 2 fights you picked Wilder,
Yeah, so did I.
and now this fight you're
Yeah,
going with Fury.
yeah.
Yeah,
Shit, you might have just jinxed that shit for Tyson.
maybe.
What,
I don't care who wins because I don't like none
I
of
mean,
them.
well, that's the thing. I have Jay Blue's stance, kind of sort of, because I'm not really interested in the fight. Like, I mean, I come on, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just tired of this
Bullshit.
this
It's a load of
circus.
bullshit. It's a load of fucking
That
shit.
don't mean I hate boxing or nothing. It's just
I just hate them.
I don't hate them, but when
No, I mean, I
I
just
don't
like
hate
them.
them.
They're just toxic to the sport. Like both fan bases, the fanboys of them, they're both toxic. Wilder's fan base is just super. If he keeps that belt, we'll never see any undisputed. It's better off that it gets to Fury, and then maybe we could get to the road to undisputed. Wilder will just be mollycoddled by the WBC like he has been done for the whole of his career since he got that belt 5 years ago. We don't need him to have that belt.
Well,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
okay.
I don't see Fury going for undisputed either,
But at
unless
least
it's a
he'll vacate
big
it.
bag.
Fury's more or less, he will just vacate it. He don't care about belts. So he may just vacate it. So that's better for us. Vacate and piss off.
I
Because
was
I've
gonna
heard
say that.
Fury. I'm gonna say this and just let you come in. I heard Fury say a while back. I heard him say, "I'm already undisputed. I've had all belts in my possession."
Right. Right.
But
I
not at the
remember him
same
saying that.
time. But not at the same time, motherfucker. So we don't really care.
All right. So let me ask y'all this then. Since now we got all of that out of the way, and I want this to be a free panel. I want everybody to just jump in whenever you feel like you need to discuss something. So what do y'all feel is the best topic to discuss right now with all of y'all? Because this is like a unique panel. You know what I mean? Do y'all want to talk about the
AJ Usyk.
Teofimo Camboso situation?
Yeah.
Right, because that's pretty fucking interesting. That whole shit right there, and there's a lot of different perspectives on that one, right?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, fuck it, I'm not gonna ask y'all. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
Teofimo is not undisputed. Like, how can you then want to do an undisputed with Josh Taylor with your fake undisputed fucking franchise shit, and then say you want to do a catchweight? You're not the champ. You can't make no demands. How can you ask for a catchweight if you want to be truly undisputed, belts for belts? Go to fucking 140 and do it. Who are you to demand a catchweight? You're not Pacquiao. You're not Floyd Mayweather. You're not Canelo. You're not A-side. Your belts are not even recognized everywhere. Josh Taylor's are. So you need to go to his ballpark and play under those proper rules. We're not doing your rules. Who are you?
His belts are recognized. What are you talking about?
No, they're not recognized with not as undisputed. There's a dispute in 135.
One of the belts aren't recognized. If you say that,
Then you're not. Well, then you're not undisputed.
Okay.
If one of the belts isn't recognized, you're not undisputed. Josh Taylor's all his belts are recognized.
Well, yeah. I mean, he has all 4 actual belts. Yeah.
Exactly. So why are you asking him to do a catchweight? Why should Josh Taylor do a catchweight for you?
And I gotta actually agree with her on one point. On one point here. And by the way, Counterpunch, you in the middle right now with the only camera on, looking like Hollywood Squares. Remember that game?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah,
telling on ourselves.
But listen, no, I gotta agree with her on the sense that you know what, Estrada right now. I've heard a particular channel saying that Estrada gets recognized by the other sanctioning bodies. Yes, this is true. He gets acknowledged by the other sanctioning bodies, but it's because he won his WBC off of Rungvisai, then defended against Beeman, then defended against what's his name?
Chocolatito.
Cuadras, then Chocolatito. Yeah, so he defended it 4 times. Well, he won it, and then he defended it 3 times, right? So yeah, they elevated him. So of course, the other sanctioning bodies have to recognize him.
Exactly.
But there's a confusion here of how it was delivered to Teofimo, based off of what happened to Lomachenko, and then you know there's just like a bunch of confusion. And I'm not saying me at all that I doubt Teofimo has the skills and that they were dubbing it as undisputed when he won, right? That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is right now we have some confusion.
Yeah,
no, there's still the confusion there.
I love Tio as a fighter.
Yeah,
he's technically undisputed. There's no confusion. The media want to push that. Now I'm talking about him. I don't see nothing wrong with him trying to make that with Josh Taylor, though. I don't, no matter if he's this or that. He's just trying. He's doing what everybody else doing, trying to go for Josh Taylor because they see Josh Taylor is cat food. They see this motherfucker as cat food, and that's to be honest with you. They see they're looking at this dude as like, oh my god, he has all the 4 belts now. Can we all make a fight with him? Because I could get undisputed really, really, really fast and get that notch in my belt, and that is easy work. That's what
it's not easy work. Josh Taylor's a great boxer. No, it's not easy work.
He's all right. He's not great.
It's not easy. It's not easy work. It's not easy.
It will be for some of them.
Well, if it's so easy, go to 140 then. Fuck a cat. Don't do it properly.
Right. Let me step in here real quick.
140 is one of the weakest divisions. The weakest. That's why I was able to do that.
So go to 140.
I disagree on Myron.
Right. Let me step in here real quick.
When you look at the names, it's kind of weak.
I actually want to jump in real quick. All this talk about, undisputed and this or that. I tell you what shuts all that talk up. If he would just fight, it's been over a year. It's been over a year, and the young man has not fought. If he would just fight, then we wouldn't be having these discussions about who's undisputed and who shot John and all of that nonsense. You know what I mean?
Well, we know that. That's them and Trillers.
But see, Myron, you gotta give you gotta give Josh Taylor the same respect like Usyk because he did win the World Boxing Super Series, and he had tough competition. He had Regis Prograis. He had
the same respect.
What's the guy's name?
Ramirez, yeah.
No. What I'm saying is that guy that got knocked out by Zepeda. But he got him.
I'm calling that guy's not a B-level fighter though.
No, he's not.
I've said that numerous times on everybody's life.
And then he fought Ramirez. Then he fought Victor Bostel. So he got a decent little resume as well. Yeah.
And he's only 18 fights in.
Who has a pick cricket?
His division is 140, deepest 135, and his deepest 147.
No, it's not. So what I'm saying is, so why don't Teofimo? You can't make 135. You're struggling as it is. So why do you want to catch weight to be able to fight at 137 or 139? Just go up the whole way.
I do agree. He should just do 140.
Yeah, because otherwise it's not undisputed. You're still fighting within a lightweight category. If you're like fighting at 137, it's not 140. So you would be undisputed at 140 if you don't fight at fucking 140.
I believe he's not trying to take himself out of range of still going down to 135 where all his money is at.
You know what I think he's doing? This is what history repeats itself, and I think people look up to other fighters that done the same thing. And what he's doing, he's being like Floyd, like Manny, like Canelo, like all these, Oscar De La Hoya too. All those guys, they made their own weight classes and shit like that. And then what happens when these fighters get into some sort of power, they do the same thing. It went up, think about it. If he's talking about campaigning at 137, 139, or 138, Manny Pacquiao did that shit a long time. Floyd Mayweather made Canelo do that. Then Canelo picked the shit up. Then he started doing it with his Canelo weight. Remember, I'm not a middleweight. He is a damn middleweight. He was always a middleweight.
Yeah.
You know, he couldn't even make 154.
No.
So Teofimo Lopez is doing the same thing he's seeing other people do.
Yeah, but he hasn't done enough to be able to do that.
Well, here's the problem with that.
So the A side always dictates, man. I remember freaking Sugar Ray Leonard when he won the light heavyweight title. He wasn't a light heavyweight, man. That was a catchweight. They created
With
the
Donnie
WBC.
Lalonde, exactly.
Yeah, with Donnie Lalonde, they created the WBC super middleweight title, and that fight was for both titles. And fucking Sugar Ray Leonard, he won the WBC light heavyweight, but he didn't fight at 175, and Lalonde didn't defend it at 175. So the A side dictates, bro. It's all money. I mean,
Yeah.
catchweights. They don't even want us to hear about catchweights. That's
The
just
thing
because
is-
there's so much social media out now. We're hearing about it, bro.
He
Yeah.
hasn't put in that work. The thing is, he
Yeah.
hasn't put in that work.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the resume, ain't built up the fanfare or the power to be able to do what these legends are
Great.
done. That's the whole
Exactly.
point that she's making.
Yeah.
Well, Blue,
I
here's the
agree.
thing.
Your
It
resume-
depends, though. It depends, Blue, on who he's fighting. No, he's not the A side.
No
He is the Cambosos.
facts.
See,
Yeah.
I mean, and I think that's the problem. The egos get in the way because they know it's going to be a power struggle. He goes up there fucking around with Josh Taylor, talking about, "Hey, I'm the A side."
You may think
You know
he's
what I mean?
A-side versus Josh Taylor. Exactly.
Mhm.
He's
So
not
that
the
would be,
A-side versus Josh Taylor.
I mean, he shouldn't be. But then
Mhm.
again, it's
I
like
don't
you got guys with booty holes for noses, like Leonard Ellerby.
Yeah.
You know, talking about we don't know who Josh Taylor is.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Saying
Yeah.
all
Bring
that.
it to the
You know,
table. I
so
remember. Yeah.
that's the kind of stuff that they try to sell in order to get like A side dominance
Right.
based
They're,
on
but they're
sales
both
and
under top
what
rank.
these fighters are worth.
Tio's top rank. Josh Taylor's top rank.
Yeah, the point is, which one draws the most?
None of them.
No,
They're
which
both
one-
fucking inactive,
It is
man. They
about
gotta get
none
off
of
their ass and
It's not
fucking
about
fight.
none of them. It's between
Well, Josh
the
Taylor's not
fighters.
inactive. It's
Which
Tio
one draws
actually.
the
He ain't
most?
fought
It's not
since
about
Loma.
none of them, Lady Shannon.
Well,
Josh
meaning
Taylor's a
like, but
pretty
none of
active
them are
dude.
no. None
It's
of them are
either one
big
of them
draws.
two.
None
Which
of them
one
are
of them
big draws.
two?
But if you have to put who's the A side, it's got to be Josh Taylor. He's the fucking undisputed 140 champ.
No, it's about who draws. Not
Well,
who,
Teofimo don't draw,
you have to
as
find-
we
you
can
have to look at
see.
the numbers. You have to look at
Well,
the numbers. to see. You
well,
can't just speak.
It'll
Well,
probably.
You know what
he
I
was
mean?
on free. He was on free TV, wasn't it? Free TV, the Loma fight.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think it was
Neither
on
one of them pay-per-view, I
ESPN
agree.
Plus. Yeah,
Neither
you
one of
know, I
them
mean,
pay-per-view.
if you got the subscription,
Exactly. Now this fight that they're trying to do on pay-per-view, moving the dates like 20,000 times, is because no one was interested. It was never going to do it's never going to draw loads of numbers for that Cambosos fight. Never.
Oh,
You know what?
Was Lopez Loma on pay-per-view?
No,
No, it was on ESPN Plus.
it's
Right.
free.
I had it. I
No,
watched
it wasn't on ESPN Plus. It was on regular ESPN.
Oh,
I
was it?
remember.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember because
taped
we all watched it. So
Yeah,
yeah.
so you don't know
I
what his
recorded.
numbers are for like who's the draw.
You know what I think hurt Tio a little bit? The momentum. See, what happened was his first date with Cambosos
His head got
was the day before the Floyd. But he had his date already etched in. But then Floyd came out with that Logan Paul date, and that was the
And
next day. So they canceled it. No, they rescheduled it. They pushed it for another date. Then it was supposed to be in Florida, I think. And then something else happened, and then Tio got sick.
Well, he got COVID and all that. He is kind of skinny though, ain't he?
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you could tell he's busting out of that.
The October
weight
4th date
class.
too.
Yeah. And
It
then that
clashed with Monday Night Football or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was a football
And it was
event.
like, dude, why would you want boxing on a Monday anyway?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
it wasn't him, it was Triller. They kind of killed the momentum of it.
well, things
Which
that
is
they
kinda
didn't
messed up.
anticipate.
Because they realized
fir-
they overbid and then they didn't want to just lose.
Yeah,
more
When they
money.
dropped it, but this is the stupid thing. If you already invested $10 million, why don't you fucking air it and at least try to get some of your money back?
Exactly.
You know, that's just stupid, you know.
Where did
So
they
what are they
spend
going to
the
do now? Are they going to go to the second bidder like Matchroom? Because Matchroom outbid Top Rank.
Yeah, it'll go to Eddie.
Yeah, if Eddie wants it,
You know.
it would be his. That's what's going to go on now.
May as well do it.
So whether they already invested $10 million on though, if the fight didn't actually,
I have
Yeah.
no idea. I have
They said
no
on
idea.
They said on promo. I never saw any.
Listen, they still owe
I didn't.
Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. money.
Right, supposedly, from what I heard.
Yeah, they took them to court.
Mike Tyson took it to court. It's in court now. Triller's a mess.
They learn it that they're trying to learn as they go, try to get in where they fit in.
Yeah, stick to
Yeah.
music.
They
It's
don't
a
know.
mess.
I'll help you with this.
So I don't know where Tio's going. So I don't know what everyone else thinks, but no catch weight.
I think he's gonna fight that second guy, Isaac Cruz, maybe.
Cruz. Yeah, he's the next
Yeah.
IBF Mando after Cambosos.
So what happens to Cambosos?
Nothing.
I mean,
I
shit,
think
something has to happen. I mean, because the IBF shouldn't have let that fly because of a network. That don't make sense.
Well,
that ain't his fault.
Trilla's taking IBF to court or something. They
And IBF
no,
is taking
I don't know
them
if
all
they
to
take.
court.
Huh?
I mean, and Triller's taking them all to court.
Yes, it's yeah.
It's messy.
So they because he got involved and got his lawyer involved, so
Yeah.
they wanted his mandatory position to be removed.
So he doesn't want to do the fight
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
who does he fight? Like Kurt says, I don't know.
I don't know.
He
So
fights George. I mean, it would be what's George 19-0 with 15 KO, something like that.
Yeah, but who does
Yeah.
George fight if he doesn't fight Tio?
I mean, well, what the hell is
I
Tio
don't
supposed to do?
know.
Drop the belt or what?
Well, technically, you could be stripped.
Well, if he's stripped, he's just stripped, and we know damn well he's not undisputed. Then, ain't he?
Yep, exactly. That's why they
I
don't.
don't
Or
know.
he
I
can
mean,
fight, or he can
No,
fight the
no,
second
that's a
person.
fair question though, because that's one of the. I'm listening, y'all, right? And I'm still thinking like, okay, so we have this big dispute. Even though I know it was dubbed as undisputed, and I was just talking about Rick Glaser about this, like, and it is what it is. Like, so even look, when I talk to my wifey says what? I don't know about boxing like you do, but it seems common sense that if there's a dispute, they should just fight each other. That's what most people think. Most people think that simple, logical way of thinking, which is they should just fight each other.
Shouldn't he just fight Haney?
That's what I'm saying. They just get it out the way, because look, if he moves up, let's say he moves up, and let's say he beats Josh Taylor, right? Which I'm not saying he does or he doesn't. I'm not even jumping into that. But what I'm saying is let's say they fight for undisputed with Josh Taylor, right? Then at the end of the day, what we have is there's always going to be a dark cloud about was he undisputed at 135. There's always going to be that. Why not?
Well, that was the major problem right there. They could have created another Roberto Duran at 135. The division was so hot. They're touting them as four kings, and they all went their different ways, man. And right now, they didn't want to take the chance. They didn't want to take an L, and so all of them are mediocre right now. There's not a demand to see any one of them. They could have set up a tournament. It was on fire. The promoters could have got together. I mean, the winner of that tournament would have been looked at like an Aguayo, a Duran. I mean. And the other fighters, if they put up good fights, even with an L, they still would have been in the hunt for another fight. But these fucking guys, they don't want to mix it up anymore. I don't know what it is. Like you just said, Major. If they had a beef, they'd get in the ring. They'd start it. Christ, I remember Ali at ringside after beating somebody. He looked at Achimura and said, "Oh man, you're next." And bro, usually the name of the fighter's lips was on the fighter before he got to the dressing room. Today it's, "Oh, you got to ask Al." I'm taking some time off, man. Bro, these are warriors. These guys are supposed to be fighting for a living. We see them once every year. I mean, my memory's not that well, man. I don't remember their last fight unless I see these guys 3 times a year at least minimum, bro. That's the school I'm from, bro. These fighters. You make yourself available for fights. You fight fights. You get out there. It's all about visibility. That's what creates the demand, man. If you don't see these fighters, bro, we're from a what have you done for me lately generation, and it's just not happening anymore in boxing, man. Triller gets in because they look at boxing like it's easy. They're gonna create an event and stick boxing in there, and then they found out the dirty fucking world of boxing doesn't work like that, and now they're throwing their hands up in the air. No more battle raps, no more because of boxing, bro. And bro, it's not that easy to put a fucking fight together these days because these fighters they don't want to fight each other, man.
I'm gonna run to the restroom.
You know what, Bruce?
I'm gonna run to the restroom, but I see Counterpunch throwing some faces. So yeah, Lisa, jump in, but then Counterpunch is throwing some faces at those comments, so I want to see him respond. And then we got Guido in the building as well. But I'm gonna run to the restroom. Y'all hold it down.
All right.
No, Bruce, I'm
who's
with you.
next?
Hey, yo, what
Okay.
up? What
I'm
up?
with you.
What's
I'm with
up,
you,
Guido?
Bruce.
Hey, I was listening to y'all, but I want to go back, right, to the
right.
Teofimo situation, right? Y'all say he's not undisputed, but man, Yusuf Suleiman said he was undisputed because I asked him the
Suleiman is
question.
full
He
of
said,
shit.
yeah.
Suleiman's
So
a
we got to
liar.
hold him
Suleiman's gonna say
accountable, if
whatever.
anything.
Whoever the last person paid him the sanctioning fees, that's what he's gonna go with, man. He's a politician. That's all he really does. He doesn't. He talks around in circles. You
Yeah.
don't believe anything Mauricio says. He'll turn around, say the same. Devin is our WBC lightweight champion. He'll turn around and say the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
So don't listen to Mauricio because
No, but the
Mauricio.
problem is, so who we gonna believe? The Yusuf Suleiman
We
or
don't.
David
Why
Haney?
would we believe? Why would we believe Suleiman, a guy that's known for lying? Why would we believe him? Just because
That's what
he's the
I'm trying to say.
president?
'Cause I would hold him accountable for him. He got to hold him accountable for his words, what he's saying. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I
if he
mean?
lies,
If he say he's undisputed,
how's he been held
you know,
accountable if he's a liar?
well,
Well, that don't make sense.
nobody dares to ask him a hard question. That's the problem.
They do,
Well,
and
I
he
mean,
just
Some
leaves
yeah,
the
people know.
panel.
They
They
don't
yeah,
got
he
the
do.
leaves the
balls to
panel.
tell him to.
Some people do, and he ends the call and he leaves the panels.
I just feel like Theo worked did all the hard work. You know what I'm saying? As of right now, the youngest fighters are doing. I mean, he's not the youngest, but you know, a young fighter that's doing all the hard work, snatching
No, he's
belts
one of the
after
youngest.
belts.
You're
You know what I
right.
mean?
You're right,
You know what
Guido.
I
He's
mean?
one
So
of the.
I feel like there's a, you know, people want to discredit him. It's all good. You know what I mean?
No, we love him as
Then
a
at the
fighter.
same
This is what I'm
time, if
saying.
Theo,
Listen,
I
No,
do agree. Listen, I do agree. I do agree that Theo needs to fight David Haney. I would love I would love that fight to be next. If it was up to me, I would love Theo to fight him. You know, David Haney.
and
But
then he
I'm
can
Guido.
clear
thinking that fight's
everything
gonna
up.
happen in 140.
Guido.
Yeah.
First off, what would make you right for saying he put in the hard work? If he fought Haney, then he
And what I'm
fought.
saying, David Haney didn't
Uh,
beat nobody
hold
for
on a
that belt.
second.
He
Hold
just
on a
get it.
second. Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Well,
what
how
I'm
did he
saying.
put in the hard work? How did he do that? He just fought one person. He pulled a fucking Gypsy King.
Yeah, he
That's
just
what
fought
it's
one
looking
person.
like. Think about it. He pulled a Gypsy King Vladimir. What's the difference? He wouldn't give him a rematch, even though he wasn't
But
obligated
think
to.
about
He
it.
wasn't,
The
but
last
then
three fights, Nakatani, Richard Coleman, and then Lomachenko.
Yeah.
Those are hard. Those are three hard fights, bro. Those
I
are
mean,
three, and then not to mention he was back-to-back champion because he beat Coleman for the belt, and then he beat Lomachenko for other belt. Where a lot of people thought, everybody in the mama thought Lomachenko was gonna school this boy, right?
Yeah, they
right.
did. Yeah.
Even
And
he.
then when he beat some people, were kind of like pissed off with him. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't expect that from him, you know. And I think that's
Well,
where all the
I,
hits are getting.
I'm
You know?
happy he beat
Yeah.
Loma. I'm happy.
well,
I'm
I
not
mean,
saying yeah.
Lomachenko came
I'm
in.
saying there's a lot of people that feel petty to Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying?
All we're
No, I
saying
don't.
is he's
I
not
mean,
undisputed.
who's the people? Who's the people that feel petty?
So you have a lot of different. You want me to say who's the people? Well, you got a
Yeah,
lot
I
of different
mean, like,
groups.
who are you
Example,
referring
I
to?
think
You're
y'all know
referring
who's
to
the
a.
LDBC group. I
Well,
think y'all know who's the LDBC and different kind of
you
group. There's
think
other
so?
groups too. I don't like Teo.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
man,
Well,
come on. If I
that's a
think so,
vast amount.
you asking me
That's a
if I think
vast.
so? I mean, you
You
could
say
go
what now?
looking around the internet.
Yeah, yeah,
Shit, that kid gets hate. Even the
yeah,
Wilder fanboys hate him because he said something about Wilder. He gets all
Oh
the
well,
hate.
yeah.
yeah.
Well, there you
You know what I'm saying?
go. Well, that's the angle then.
They hate everyone. They hate even us, like Guido. They hate everyone that's not on their code. So you
Hey
know.
Well, it's all
Guido,
about
I
arguments,
I I
narratives.
know that I think that T.O. did the most at 135, other than I mean, other than Lomachenko and maybe a Linares. You know what I mean? But far as what he's done, it is really phenomenal, and he is a lineal champ, so he is the champ. The only thing I never liked, but my stance has always been the same. I never was for the franchise from the beginning.
Me either.
Well, I
So
mean,
my
if that's the
stance has
case,
always been the same. It's been with Canelo because even with Canelo or whoever, because when it first came out, they was trying to explain it, and it was hard for people to understand. And then even they said that it was like a designation, and then it changed. So you have to petition. Well, you have to petition for it anyway. But
Yeah, it's a status.
I
It's
was
not even a belt. It's a status.
right.
It's
No,
like
it
a
actually is a
promotional.
belt now. It is a
Well, they
belt
made a
now.
belt to represent the status, but it's not actually a belt. It's a Mauricio Suleiman bullshit. It's made up, just like the Bridgerweight shit. You know, the Mayan belt, the Crackerjack belt. It's all types of damn belts. The Black Lives Matter belt. Come on, man. He makes that shit up to get more money. And if people can't see that, they need to see that. That's it. That belt holds no weight. It doesn't. I don't give a fuck who holds it. Like, give it to Canelo. Just give it. I mean, did he fight somebody for it? At least Teo fought someone for it. But even Loma, nobody really should have accepted that bullshit. Because what happens is it discredits the belt. See, okay, if you're gonna have a franchise belt, take away the other fucking belt then. See, why do you have two belts? If he wanted to make the franchise status belt, whatever, mean something, he should have just snatched that WBC super title away and then only had that. But no, he wants more sanctioning fees. That's why he did it. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna make a franchise status so they can pay me. Then I'm gonna have the regular or the super belt, and that's gonna be under that belt. But then that person that had it can't lose it until Teo fought Loma. Okay, Canelo couldn't
See, I
lose the
never
fucking
looked
thing.
at boxers as a franchise.
Well,
I look at
Mauricio
maybe
did.
basketball players as the teams or whatever. I never looked at it like that. So I was trying to understand it in the beginning. It's not that I don't understand. It's not really. It just doesn't sound real logical to me. But maybe it's just me.
I mean, it's logical because you got to think about who made it, who created it. Mauricio. Mauricio wants what? Money, more revenue. How do you make more revenue? More possibilities. How you make more possibilities? Make something else that people can fight for. Give them a franchise belt. That recognizes them for being more marketable to hold this particular status on top of paying him more fucking money. That's all.
Well, either way, Teo is lineal, so he is the man.
Yeah, he's
regardless
the man that beat
of
the man. Yeah.
And I think he got the Ring magazine, right?
Yeah, he's the lineal champion. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the champ.
And that's hard to get that
Nobody.
belt. For you to get that belt, you gotta really earn that belt. You know, you don't get that belt for free. You know, so.
Yeah,
and they
he's
don't
done
pay
more.
sanctioning fees for ring either.
Well, he's done more than any of those other guys, but then guess what? He hasn't fought any deals of those other guys except Loma, but neither is the other guys. See, the problem with Teo, hey, that's like Tyson saying, hey, I beat Vlad. Okay. Well, if he doesn't do anything else of importance, that's going to be the only thing.
Exactly.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't see really the difference between now, if let's say he goes to welterweight. I think all these guys are going to eventually go to welterweight. And when they get to welterweight, they're going to tap out because I think that's going to be their max weight. Like Ryan Garcia, welterweight. Tank Davis, welterweight. Devin Haney, welterweight. And the only problem I have with those guys, though, it has to be somebody worth going up there to fight. There have to be a cash cow. Look back 20 years ago when you had Oscar De La Hoya. Everybody wanted to fight De La Hoya. Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Shane Mosley, all these guys. They all eventually wanted to get there to fight Oscar because Oscar was where the money was. But they were at 130, 135. Oscar was at 147. You know, and he was the cash cow in the welterweight divisions. He was the one making all the money. He had the fights with Pernell Whitaker and supposed to be Terry Norris, but he got knocked out by Keith Mullen. So anyway, everybody wanted to fight him. So there has to be a guy up there. Maybe because you don't have that no more. You got Sean Porter, you got Keith Thurman. Where the hell is he? Errol Spence is out with an eye injury. You have Terrence Crawford, you know, but then he's not a big draw. He's not a big star. Yeah. See, even when Floyd got there, then they had Floyd. You had Oscar, then you had Floyd. Mm-hmm. There has to be somebody worth coming up there for. If it's not, these guys will never fight each other, and they will never have anything to fight for. So it'll be just guys talking shit over the internet and never getting the fights done. So, but that's bad. It's bad because we need that division needs a superstar. Like Errol Spence could have done that, maybe, because the way
excuse
he was
me,
going.
guys. I'm gonna tap out, man. I appreciate everything, bro. Have a good night, everyone.
Hey, you too, man.
Peace, peace.
3-100.
Okay. Peace, Bruce.
But yeah,
Fighters aren't
so I
built
mean,
that
they
way
need
anymore,
some.
Kirk. At least I don't believe that they are. Because you got all this young talent right here, and you don't have a fight between any of them. All we hear is talk on Twitter, talk on this, talk on that, but there's no fights at all. Talk is cheap.
Yeah, welcome
What's
to
up,
Black
Black
and
and Brown?
Brown in the building, man. Welcome
What's
back.
going on,
What's up,
fellas?
Black and Brown? How you
What's up?
doing?
What's up, Lisa? What's up, Lady Chan?
Hey, chilling.
You got anything to add to this, Black and Brown? What you've been listening to?
Yeah, I mean, look at Mauricio Suleiman has created a situation to where like everybody is right. You know, if you want Teo to be undisputed, there's a good argument for that. If you want Devin Haney to be the champion, I can make arguments for both sides right now. I can make an argument for both sides right now. I've seen Teofimo beat Lomachenko in the ring for 3 belts. I've seen him beat Richard Comey in the ring for 1 belt. Okay, I could also make the argument that once Teofimo moves up to the next weight class, Devin Haney will be the active WBC champion. I can make the argument that there is only 1 franchise belt in the entire sport of boxing. I can make arguments for both sides right now. So if you're a Devin Haney fan, you got an argument. If you're a Teofimo fan, you got an argument. The part I don't like is people try to use Mauricio's words like they're gold. That part, hey, bro, you're better off saying what you think and your opinion based off of what you've seen in the ring. But going off of what Mauricio says, hey, bro, Mauricio Suleiman he made Devin Haney the champion. So if you're going off of what Mauricio said, Devin Haney is a champion because Mauricio made him a champion. So you can't be mad that Devin Haney is a champion because Mauricio made him a champion. So, you know what I mean? Mauricio Suleiman has screwed all of this up. My opinion at the end of the day is Teofimo should be undisputed and Mauricio fucked that up for the young man. That's my opinion because he beat Lomachenko in the ring. He beat Richard Comey in the ring. So right now, today, Teofimo should be sitting at undisputed. But Mauricio fucked that up for him by creating this franchise belt, which where we stand today is only 1 in the sport of boxing. That's why it's hard for me to recognize it. I can't recognize it when there's only 1 in the sport. Now, if he would have made a franchise champion for every division, then I'll say, okay, then we got to recognize that. There's 1 in every division, but there's not. There's 1 in the sport of boxing. And when Teofimo moves up to 140, guess who's going to be the active champion at 135 pounds? Devin Haney.
Black and Brown, let me ask you this.
What up,
Since
brother?
you made the point, right, that Mauricio gave him that belt, that's why they say email champion and all that. I get that. Well, if Mauricio then says on a whole nother breath, Teofimo Lopez is undisputed, what does that make Mauricio Suleiman?
It makes him full of shit if you ask me.
Absolutely. So how can people like Mauricio is a politician. He's a politician, and most of those guys are. Like anybody that's not in the ring and you're not a trainer, you're a politician at the end of the day. You're a businessman and you do shady shit behind the scenes. That's what you do, and we see it full steam with Mauricio. So like when people talk about Teofimo and Devin Haney, he basically created both outcomes for both fighters. You see what I'm saying? So like you can listen, you can take the WBC right the fuck out of it. I don't care if it's the super belt. I don't care if it's a franchise belt. Since he created it and he's lying on both guys, it doesn't mean much. Doesn't mean anything. You can take it out. Okay, you know what? Both of these belts are full of shit. So let's get them out of there. Have 2 other people fight for them. Fuck it. And then they fight those guys, that person that wins it out of 2 other guys. I think they should do that versus you'll get the belt and I'll give you the belt. And then when you're round 1, you say he's a champion. You're around the other one, you say he's a champ.
Yeah, bullshit.
So it doesn't even make sense. Full of shit.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say this. we've been blessed to have one of the most powerful panels ever. You have Counterpunch. You have Boxing Logic. You have Lady Shan. You have Black and Brown. You got Lisa Bell. And you know what the hell we talking about? Undisputed. And you want to know why? I'm going to repeat myself because no one's fighting. All of this nonsense is because none of these youngsters are fighting. None of them. All this power up here, and they force us to talk about politics instead of boxing. Practice? We talk about practice?
And when we talk
Well,
about what belt,
that's the state of boxing.
I'm sorry, Lisa. When we talk about what belt holds more weight, I mean, let's be honest. What boxer has put more weight on that belt? Since Teofimo has won that belt, he hasn't fought nobody. Since Devin Haney has gotten his belt, he's already defended it a few times. You know, and I'm a fan of both kids. I'm a fan of both young men. I don't play this. I'm Team Teo, Team Haney. I'm a fan of both kids. I'm not gonna. I refuse to choose sides. I'm gonna call it straight down the middle. Teofimo is a beast. Teofimo is a young monster in this sport of boxing. I call him the baby goat. But that don't take away from that franchise belt being bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, as much respect as I have for Teofimo, the franchise belt has nothing to do with him. And I think the franchise belt has fucked up this sport of boxing. We don't need no more belts. We need less belts in the sport of boxing. We especially don't need belts that hold the same amount of weight in the same division. We especially don't need that. A lot of people have a hard time, you know, being just a straight shooter down the middle and being a fan of the sport of boxing. They got to choose sides. They're either Team Lopez or Team Haney. Hey, bro, why don't you just be a fan of the sport of boxing and call it how you see it? I don't. That's the part I don't like and I don't understand. You got Haney fans discrediting Teo. You got Teo fans discrediting Haney when both of them are just young men that don't deserve all this criticism because Mauricio Suleiman's the one that started all this bullshit. Neither one of these young men deserve the criticism they get.
I agree.
Well, this is what happens. Let me break it down to you, Black and Brown. The reason why you have that type of tribalism like shit is because most channels, especially like you have a channel, let's say 30, 40,000 subscribers, and then they get a link. They get a link and they link up with they get an interview with Teo, and they don't with Devin. Well, what they'll do, they'll be team whatever, like Team Teo because they got the interview. Then based on that, they're hoping that Teo wins because they'll get more interviews with Teo. And then that starts, whoever follows that channel will then start, well, if you're a fan of Teo, okay, I'm going to watch this channel. Give you a perfect example, like Blue Blood. Well, Blue Blood Sports TV, he'll get a Wilder interview. Well, you know he can't say shit about Wilder because Wilder is his exclusives. So if he says, well, I don't know, I think Wilder needs to work on this or that, or he might lose, he can never say that shit on that because Wilder will hear it or one of his flunkies will hear it and it'll get back to him, then he won't come on there no more. The same goes for a lot of them. Like you got Punch Drunk Boxing, nothing against the brother, none of that. But you know he gets interviews with Teofimo. Well, if he gets interviews with Teofimo, he can't then say something that looks too shameful to Teo. Okay, because he knows, well, I'm getting that interview, I'm getting him, and I'm getting his dad. So that's 2 for 1. His dad's going to talk all the shit in the world, and then he's going to talk shit to back it up, hopefully, right? Yeah. So he knows, well, I can't talk too much about that. That's why you have all these different, hey, I'm team this, or I'm team that, or I don't want to say this because he's going to hear it, and he might not come back on my show. And then the people that follow boxing, follow certain channels, are going to go for the channel that they want to follow based on who they interview because those guys are going to favor those guys they interview for fucking views. That's what it's about.
Hold on. But before you jump in, lady, I want you to jump in right now. No, lady, you got your platform. Trust me. But I want to say 1,000%. I'm glad you said that shit because you know what? I don't fucking care about who the fuck follows who's cool with anybody. Major Key Boxing is the home of boxing legends, and we got legends here all the time, and we don't fucking cape for nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be boxing fans first. So I'm glad you said that, Counterpunch. But go ahead, lady, because I know you wanted to respond.
No, I was just saying.
And then I'm gonna jump in there.
You go, Troy. No, I was just agreeing. Go ahead, Troy.
No. Hey, lady, jump in. I wasn't necessarily taking no sides if that's what you thought, but he made a valid point. His point was that there's people that be caping for other people because they be on the channel, and I get it. And this is one of the problems, especially during the pandemic. The pandemic fucked a lot of people up because we were all at home. Just all of a sudden we start finding these boxing channels and we start loving them. This and this and that. But then the pandemic kind of not ended, but people are going back to work and it's not as big as it was, right? And now people are starting to realize that some of these channels are full of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, full of shit. That's why you see me, Glenn. You don't see me participate. I'm not in it. I ain't in it, mate. Everyone drop me out because you don't know I'm not in it. Don't come to me with any of the bullshit because I ain't in it.
Well, I tell you what, we have a lot of people come on this show, and the first thing we establish is that we might be fans, but we're gonna treat everybody fair, and we're not here to really be what do you call fanboys or anything like that. Everybody gets the same treatment. Everybody gets respect, and I think a lot of times that's what's lost nowadays when you see these guys selling their soul to one fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, they can't even pick up the phone and ask this cat, how's your soul doing today, brother? How your family doing? They can't do any of that. They have to wait for a call from them. You see how that works? If you're a strong human being, then you have to live by certain rules and regulations, and that's how you live your life. That's how you run your page, and that's how things should work. That's not how it works. That's why I'm glad we have all this power on here now, so I can say this, and I'm blessed to be here with y'all. So now I'm going back on mute.
Go ahead, Reese.
What's the definition of strength, though, Achilles? Achilles, Troy. What's the definition of strength, though? What would you call a strong human being?
Okay, well, someone who puts on a shirt over that bird chest. That's what I would call a strong human being. But no, just someone who has.
Listen. We got a special guest from Paranormal Activity 10, and he's right here. And he looked like when he came back on that he was fighting a ghost, and the ghost left, and now he's here. Look, he's got a smile. We can't see the top of his head. We probably don't want to. But you know what I'm saying? What's going on, Roland?
Oh, you talking about me? Oh,
yeah, man. We're just having fun with you, man. We're having fun.
I know. I love it, man. Come on now. Yeah, right.
So go ahead.
You guys probably wouldn't even be saying
What's up, Roland?
What's
up, Roland?
What we talk about, man?
What's up, Queen Lisa? What's up, love?
Roland,
shit. What do you mean? No. I was talking about Yeah. Well, all I was saying was because Troy was talking about strengths and shit. Well, I'm just saying everybody kind of has like their own like different version of strengths. Like somebody for sure will probably look at strength as like let's say somebody works fucking 50 hours a week, and they're like, man, that shit's fucking strong as hell. And then you got some people like, man, fuck that, I'm not gonna work 50 hours a week. I'm gonna do 20 and fucking try to survive somehow and find my ways and hustle up and shit. And that's their own strength too, though. Like everybody just has their own definition of strength. So that's all I was saying and shit. Don't want to exclude nobody. Nobody deserves to be excluded. So, yeah. But yeah. Anyways, much love for that. This is a crazy ass panel, you guys. Crazy ass panel for real. Much love to everybody.
Let me jump in real quick. This is the unfair criticism that I'm talking about, right? If you look in your chat, you got Guido talking about Haney is the 2-time email champion, right? But the guy who emailed him them belt 2 different times is the same guy that you go off of his words and say that Teofimo is undisputed. So you can't criticize Haney because Mauricio Suleiman gave him those belts.
Exactly.
You got to criticize Mauricio for that. But then you go off of Mauricio's words and say Mauricio said that Teo's undisputed. Well, Mauricio also said that Devin Haney is the champion. And then look, you also got rolling with the punches. You got rolling with the punches saying that, Haney is picking lower tier opponents, right? More criticism. But Mauricio Suleiman won't mandate his mandatory. Mauricio Suleiman won't mandate a mandatory for Devin Haney. Devin Haney is not picking and choosing and making the rules when it comes to the sport of boxing. For some reason, I don't know why, guys, when it comes to Devin Haney, you guys want to hold him to a different set of rules than every other boxer in this fucking sport. And I don't get it. Nobody is putting any pressure on Errol Spence to send Bud Crawford a contract. Hey, bro, since the 4 years I've been paying close attention to this sport, I've never heard not one person put any pressure on Errol Spence to send Bud Crawford a contract. But for some reason, when it comes to Devin, the 22-year-old kid, a brand new small promotional company, the same way that Errol Spence has man down promotions, a 31-year-old man, Devin Haney has to send contracts, but Errol Spence ain't never had to send a contract in his life.
BBB. Only reason why I'm going to say this.
Criticism that Devin Haney gets. I don't
understand. I'm going to say this because. Okay, look. Only reason why I'm going to say is BBB is because I feel like you were kind of a little wrong with your assessment of about me on Devin Haney. I feel like you don't fucking. I feel like you really hardcore represent Devin Haney because motherfucking rap star hates Devin Haney. So I feel like you got to be. That's your motherfucking. You know what I mean? I've been
repping Haney before I was even on YouTube. I've been repping Devin Haney for the last 5 years. I won't be on YouTube for 2 years. I've been a Devin Haney fan for 5 years. Way before a hater like Rap Star come around. Way before a hater like go back to my first channel. Go back to my very first video I ever made. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. This is me being a fan of boxing, a fan of Devin Haney, a fan of Teofimo, a fan of Ryan Garcia. If you know me last year, I was going around battling Ryan Garcia haters. And this year, I'm going around battling Devin Haney haters. So that's just what it is. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Especially not no fucking bum like Rap Star.
I'm trying to get you.
Especially not no bum like Rap Star. I'm trying to get you that right now. This ain't got nothing to do with no fucking bum like Rap Star.
You guys gotta get in some border wars, man. It's over. You have to. There's been a lot of UK fighters fucking couple that came from UK to fucking fighting.
Right. But let me.
Anyway, no. Hold on. Yeah, my bad. Hold on. Yeah. I was just trying to say no. That was my main thing, though. My main thing was
no. But you know he usually plays it fair.
I used to always represent
black and brown. Usually plays it fair.
I will continue to play the fence. I will not choose a side when it comes to the sport of boxing. I will continue to play the fence, and I will call it how I see it. I will not pick and choose sides.
Free to jump in here, Myra.
I refuse.
He's not playing the fence.
Major.
I'm playing the fence. I'm supposed to.
He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. Why is everyone hating on fucking their when it suits their narrative? When it suits their wait, Roland. When it suits their narrative, Mauricio Suleiman's a liar. When it suits their narrative, Mauricio Suleiman is fucking Jesus personified again. Like, and everything he says is the gospel truth. Yep. No, I'd rather stay on the fence then as well than be a hypocrite. Fucking hypocrisy.
Oh, definitely. I've always said, like, honestly, like being a fence is. You can't choose a side when it comes to, like, honestly, why would you choose a side when no sides are really, like, truly given to you, though? Like, you know, like, why would we be foolish enough to choose a side when, like, no one's being honest about what the fuck's even going on those sides? So what we can do is we can sit there and, like, we'll choose our side from what we see, right? And yeah, we run with it. And I feel like I've always had your back, B, on this shit. Was Haney and shit. Gamboa to me was a good win. There's a couple good wins that Haney never got love for because there was too many goddamn haters out there talking mad shit about Haney and shit. So and you seen in the young man's eyes, he was happy about that win. So to me, it made me kind of, I ain't gonna lie, kind of made me sad and shit. Like, damn, look at him, he's happy about his win, but you got so many motherfuckers not happy about his win. And that's kind of sad, man. Degrading and shit like that's kind of sad. You know what I'm saying? Because it reminds me of me and my mom and shit. Like you be happy about some shit, your mom like. You know, you get sad. So you're like damn,
let me say something. Like, he wouldn't have to be cherry picking if Mauricio Suleiman would just mandate a fucking mandatory. He wouldn't be picking Gamboa. Linares is a good win, but the next guy, Maxie Hughes, he wouldn't be picking Maxie Hughes if Mauricio Suleiman would just mandate the JoJo Diaz fight. If Mauricio Suleiman would just do his fucking job and mandate the JoJo Diaz fight, we wouldn't even be talking about Maxie Hughes.
Myron.
But hey, the Linares win was a great
I heard the
win.
winner got to
And
fight
Lisa.
him. Yeah.
You're right. Black and Brown's right.
But then people
And the
want to
Maxie
use Mauricio
Hughes-
Suleiman's words. People want to use the same man's words like he's fucking Jesus Christ. Oh, Devin Haney's in bed with Mauricio Suleiman. What? And Canelo's not? And Oscar De La Hoya is not? Come on, guys. Come on. But Devin
Keep the
Haney's in
same
bed
en-
with Mauricio Suleiman, but the rest
Keep
of
the
them are
same
not?
energy.
Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
keep the same energy. Keep the same fucking energy.
They're all in bed with Mauricio Suleiman, not just Devin. Come on. What are we talking about here? If he would just mandate the JoJo Diaz fight, we wouldn't even be having the conversation. We wouldn't even be having it. But no, everybody wants Devin to send a contract. Devin Haney got to send a contract. Earl Spence ain't never sent no fucking contract. And I ain't never heard no one say Earl Spence need to send a contract.
No.
Hey, so B. So what do you think then? You think Devin Haney's the best at 135 then?
No, the best at 135. The best at 135 is Teofimo Lopez. The best at 135 is Teofimo Lopez. But that don't mean discredit Devin Haney. That don't mean we discredit Devin. That's my point. That's my point. Is people are so diehard Teo fans that they got to go so far to discredit Devin. And that's my point. Like, hey, bro, you can be a Teo fan. That don't mean discredit Devin, though. That don't mean you start dragging Devin Haney's name through the mud because you're a Teofimo fanatic. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's my point. Don't drag another fighter through the mud. It's the same shit the LDBC does. It's the same exact thing, bro. They drag fighters through the mud just to make their fighters look better. It's the same thing. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, same thing.
So where you got Ryan at? Where you got Ryan at, B? Where you got him at?
I don't even rank Ryan no more. I don't even rank Ryan no more. And I was the guy last year on YouTube going to war for Ryan Garcia. Going to bat for Ryan Garcia. That was me, but nobody wants to bring that up. Nobody remembers that shit. And you might catch me on a different night going to war for Teofimo Lopez because these crazy Devin Haney fans, they want to discredit Teofimo Lopez when Teofimo Lopez has accomplished great things already. You know what I mean? And crazy Devin Haney fanatics, they want to drag Teofimo's name through the mud. And that's not fair. It ain't right because Teofimo has accomplished great things.
Troy said
let me say this. Good. No. I said he's accomplished some very good things, but not great things. Because you know what greatness is?
Right.
Consistency. And he has not been consistent. Like I said, it's been a whole year. But right. But in the right world, we would have a tournament at 135 right now. It'll involve Ryan, who actually does not fight anymore. Haney, Teofimo, and who else is at 135 that's good? Because I don't really know. You throw
Richard Comey.
Right. You have a six-man. You have a six-man competition, right? Whoever wins that now, they go to 140, and they might fight a Tank, and whoever wins that will go fight Josh Taylor. See how I'm saying? That would be a great setup for fans, and that'll be a great set of fights. Will that happen or not? Don't know. I'm gonna say no, but that's what I would like to see happen.
I support all these boxers, bro, and in a different way. I buy all their fucking merch. I got my Charlo hat in the room. I got my Canelo hat. I support all these dudes. Just because I'm a fan of one, don't mean I gotta trash the other one. And I think that's bullshit that boxing fans do that shit. And if you don't like me, don't fuck with me.
I agree with you, Black and Brown. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. Boxing's a sport.
And guess what? Hey, hold on. Let me say something. And if you don't like the way I'm a fan of the sport of boxing, then don't fuck with me. And guess what? I don't like the way some of you motherfuckers are fans of the sport of boxing, so I don't fuck with you guys. So all you guys that want to criticize me in the chat, don't fuck with me no more. Don't come to my fucking channel because I don't want your biased ass on my fucking channel. If you can't give credit where credit is due, then don't fuck with me. Straight up.
Hey, you need a hug. Rolling with the punches, reach over there and handle the bear and others. I agree.
No. Honestly, no. Listen. No. Let me say something now then. Like, there needs, there's always a time and place for that. You know what I'm saying? There has to be a time and place for that, for somebody to like
Hugging?
tell people like, hey man, like you disrespecting me. No, not talking about you. Come on, kids. I'm talking about you know what I'm saying, like B's been disrespected by many people and shit. I'm sure. It's not he's talking. Why would I take it personally? I know he's not talking to me. I didn't disrespect him, so I know he's not talking to me.
Roland, I promise you, I'm not talking to you. You're my
about
boy,
the
brother.
motherfuckers who disrespected him. That's what I'm saying. I know what's going on. You're talking passionate.
He's just talking to
about the motherfuckers who disrespected you. Like, motherfuckers did. So like yeah. So there's a time and place for all that, and it happens now, and it's good. It should happen now. You know what I'm saying? Like hey man, you tell a motherfucker and say. The only thing I would ever say is be careful with your don't somehow somehow lump your supporters in there because you know what I'm saying, like that be, you know, or don't make other people like, all right, for example, the one thing I ain't gonna lie, BBB was like with rap and shit, you was talking about the people who's watching them, right? I guarantee you know what I'm saying, like when you talking about this young like the only small viewers and shit, guarantee you that's gonna make me feel very defensive. Like, oh, like damn, what? I'm a lame from watching this dude and shit. Like,
I never
like,
said that, bro. I never said that, bro. I never said that, bro.
I'm just trying
you're putting words. You're putting your own words in there, bro. I never called nobody no lame. I never called nobody no lame, bro.
No, that's how it makes. That's what I'm saying. That's how it make people feel, though, fool. I'm not talking about you, motherfucker. I'm not even saying like. Only I'm saying is because I fucking like I said because I care about you. And unfortunately, we're on a live type of shit, but I don't like my shit never works anyways. Surprisingly, my cutting.
Look. Magic Key already knows, bro.
Look, my thing was this. I'm just saying though.
Hey, bro, you take it out. You want to take it, bro. You know what I mean? I never said nothing about no lames, though. You know what I mean? So if you want to add that in there, then hey, shit.
I know that. I'm saying that's how you make people feel when you know what I'm saying? That's how you gonna make people feel, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I guarantee you, most of them motherfuckers gonna want to watch you.
Hey, bro, if you were one of the eight people watching, and I made you feel like a lame, brother, I apologize, but fuck, bro, I didn't.
Relax.
Hey,
relax.
I actually wasn't watching at the time. Yeah. I wouldn't know. That's probably why I said that. You're right though, BBB. That's probably why I did say that because I do be ratchet rap here and there and shit but my shit, like I said, my shit been fucked up for a while now, man. It's been irritating.
Hey, bro, like, I don't
so anyways,
hey, bro, if I'm attacking a content creator, I'm not attacking his fan base, bro.
Hold on. What y'all talking about what happened? 8 people.
But that's what's gonna happen, though, fool. He said you do with your 8 watchers, motherfucker. That's what's gonna happen, dog. My point is that
we got 25 on.
You try to talk about motherfuckers 8 watchers.
Hey, guess what, motherfucker? I was one of the 8. Guess what, motherfucker? I was one of the 8. So what are you talking about?
I know.
Who, me?
I know.
You talking about me?
I said because I said I want. I wouldn't say shit if I didn't want you to be a motherfucking superstar in this shit, dog. I wouldn't say shit.
Bro, I can only be me, bro. I can only be me, bro. I can only be me, man. That's it, man.
Right. I know. I'm saying exactly. This is why people that I'm close to don't like me. Because somehow I get involved and I start caring and shit. So I started saying shit that I probably shouldn't. But I know for a fact it's going to be for the way better motherfucking cause. So I do. Because I don't give a fuck. So I'm going to say it. Because I fuck, for one, I care. And for two, it should be known. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I didn't give a fuck, I wouldn't be saying this shit. I wouldn't give a fuck. But anyways, I'm just saying though. Much love. I'm just trying to say. You're a cool ass dude. I appreciate what you've done for me and shit. People don't realize that, but you've done.
Come on, bro. So in one breath, I'm calling you a lame, and in the next breath, you know what I mean? I'm repping you. Come on, bro. Come on, man. What are you talking about?
I would never call you a lame. You're not a lame at all. You're not lame. I never say you're a lame. I've never said you're a lame. What the hell are you talking about?
Come on, bro. What are we talking about here, man? I'm getting at the Devin Haney haters. I'm getting at the Teofimo haters. I'm getting at the Canelo Alvarez haters. I'm getting at all these motherfuckers that be hating on these fighters and picking and choosing sides and getting in their feelings when you talk shit about their fighter and all that shit. That's what I'm getting at, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with you.
I know that. Bro, I swear, I know this. I'm not saying like I know this for a fact. I'm just trying to, because you seem more fucking intelligent than that. I was literally coming from, I ain't gonna lie, I was coming from a critical point about channels, I guess. I'm like you're gonna deter motherfuckers if you start saying certain things like that, because He's like, well, what the fuck? Am I a loser for being one of the only 5 to watch this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, you know, that's my point. I'm sorry. I'm saying that's what we fucking people up. It's like I be saying little weird shit like that, but I swear it has some type of substance to it though.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
man.
sorry if I offended the 8 people. If I offended the 8 people that were watching, that's not what I intended to do. I mean 7, because I was one of the 8. So the 7 people that were watching, if I offended you guys, bro, my bad, bro. My bad. My bad, bro.
And that's real shit.
Yo, this shit turned into an episode, yo. This shit turned into an episode of the Love Boat, yo.
You know what happens? Hey, Major Key. Major Key, you know what happens when I get on the panel. You know what happens when I get on panels, Major Key.
I know you still good here. I'm just saying, damn, like this shit turned into like what's going on with Roland versus Black and Brown. You know what I'm saying? And y'all niggas know y'all cool, man. Y'all niggas know y'all cool, man. Yeah, man, don't even sweat that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't even sweat that shit, bro. My Raiders lost tonight, man. I should be pissed off right now. I should be pissed off that my Raiders lost tonight against the damn Chargers, bro. But instead, I'm out here like I feel like this whole live is the reason that the Raiders lost. This was bad juju for my Raiders. Me fucking coming live with y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm gonna dismiss that. Lady Chan, Lisa Bales, what's going on?
Hilarious.
Yo, look, Lady Chan, what's going on with you? What you doing over there? And Lisa, too.
Yeah. What's up?
It just sound like a Zoom call where you couldn't get the mute button off and shit.
Up?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you hear me?
What's
Pick
going
a topic.
on?
No,
Yeah.
I'm here.
No. I'm
Let's
saying
get
move it
a-
along,
let's-
move it along,
yeah.
move it along, ladies.
Have you
Move it along.
guys spoke about AJ and Usyk loss?
We have not actually tonight, and so I would love to chop it up on that as well. What's your thoughts on that? Because I got some interesting thoughts on that. As a matter of fact,
It was just the weirdest performance. It was just the wrong game plan. I don't understand it at all.
But why do you think?
Because AJ wanted to become Usyk, and that's where you go wrong. Instead of using his best attributes, using his size and his weight, he decided to near enough become the same weight as Usyk. Tried to be a better boxer than Usyk. That doesn't work. You're not going to be a better boxer. So he gave up all his advantages to Usyk. Team should be sacked.
So Lady Chan, let me ask you though, just to spark up the conversation, because I called Usyk winning. And the reason I called Usyk winning was because I felt like he was a superior boxer to AJ, and I felt like he was close to his height, and I felt like the triangle theory didn't work when people were talking about Chisora and the people that he beat versus AJ and all that stuff, and I felt like Chisora was he was like a game animal when he fought Usyk, but I knew that Usyk was not gonna Josh was not gonna fight Usyk the same way. And I knew that Usyk had more skills than that, and it showed it.
Yep, he was right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I called it. You know, and Lisa could tell you. Lisa gave me my props afterwards, and I appreciated her because a lot of people were not saying that. As a matter of fact, I was debating, Rap Star and a bunch of people on this panel. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Tucker and folks, and I was debating people on that. I'm like, guys, you're not understanding what I'm seeing. I'm telling y'all, Usyk's going to beat him.
But did you think that AJ was going to try and outbox Usyk?
Well, it didn't matter what AJ was going to try to do because you see, here's the thing. AJ is not as skilled. He was trying to get into that rhythm of boxing after he lost against Andy Ruiz. And that's why he looked so scared in the rematch with Andy Ruiz because he wasn't used to that style. Then the next time he fought against Pulev, he looked a little better in that, but he still wasn't mastered in that class. And Usyk is a master in that class. And so what happened was that he wasn't completely prepared. So with all the irky jerky, you know what I'm saying? And the feints and the footwork of Usyk, it was too much for him because you look at beta fish, right? Look at beta fish, for example. And I keep bringing this analogy up. Beta fish. Did you know that if you put another beta male inside with them, then what happens is they get so stressed out that they catch heart attacks and they die? Right? And that's what I'm trying to say about AJ, it was too much pressure for him, man. He wasn't
Yeah,
ready for that.
it was. Yes, yeah, you're right.
He got to
Yeah,
stay stressed out, like worrying about what's coming up, and he can't
yeah.
take enough time to think about
Just,
himself because he's
just
worried about what's
mentally
coming at
tired.
him.
Yeah, just mentally tires you out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
and I'm not saying
Yeah,
AJ's
definitely.
not great. I love AJ. He's still young.
Mhm.
He still could come back. Like all these fools that are saying that
I
AJ's
love my
done,
fish.
they're foolish. They're foolish.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
yeah,
that at
yeah,
all.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that Usyk was already prepared. He's already on
yeah.
another level. That's all
Yep,
I'm saying.
yep. Do you
yeah,
think he
yeah.
could win in the rematch?
Yeah, he could, but I wouldn't take it so soon. I would take it a little bit later because Usyk is already skilled to that. He's an Olympian and he's very excellent at what he does. I wouldn't take it right away. I would wait a
But
couple of
what's going to
years
be the difference? What's going to be the
because
difference?
because
Waiting a
because he's
couple
still
years.
young. Joshua still can learn those things. He can learn how to deal with it. But right now, it's probably gonna be a little longer in the fight before he gets completely exposed. But it's gonna if he loses a second time, they're not gonna give him a third fight in the future.
Mhm.
Hey, you know what, Josh? You know what I feel Joshua's problem is? One of his main problems is his humility. He has like too much humility. I swear, man. He don't want to like somehow like pull out that killer instinct and shit.
Yeah,
Because I mean, like
yeah.
for like he knows he's a specimen. Joshua knows he's a specimen. He's a fucking beast. He has all that. He really does. Even that Usyk fight, there was times where he looked like he was like visually he looked like the dominant one, like between their eyes and whoop your motherfucking ass. Like keep bouncing. I will knock your ass. Like,
Well, Roland, let me ask you something, Roland,
boom.
specifically to you, I want to ask you
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Do you notice that
yeah.
just him keeping the foot on the outside? That's a basic thing that you have to know as an
Exactly.
orthodox fighter against a
Fighting a
southpaw.
southpaw.
He couldn't
Exactly.
do that.
Hmm.
And do you understand that every time he hit Usyk, Usyk was rotating to his left, to
Hmm.
Joshua's left, but as
Hmm.
soon he would get mad and circle back to the right and hit him again
Hmm.
because Usyk had the
Okay,
foot.
so
speed.
yeah,
See what I'm saying?
definitely. Okay, so there was a time, right, where in boxing and shit, you had the orthodox and the southpaw, right? And because of you and your channel, I even know like how the fucking southpaws at one point in time were like really shunned, weren't trying to be fucked with because they're like you guys are so different, so weird. Like what the fuck you guys doing? So
Hmm.
yeah, now the southpaw is like one of the most dangerous, right?
Hmm.
So same thing to me with that. Same thing to me with that. Like that ain't gonna tell me a lot. It won't. What's gonna tell me a lot is like I feel like the actual like the
Just
way
for
they're
work
looking when they're
ahead.
fighting.
Yeah.
You know?
And basic, you should have known
Yeah.
basic footwork, foot placement.
Mhm.
Your foot has to be on the outside. Your lead foot has to be, and it never was the whole 12 rounds. And your team didn't tell you to adjust
Because
that.
Usyk's a beast
Yeah.
though. Because Usyk is very good though. Because Usyk is very good though. Usyk is a very good boxer, very good fighter. I swear I was saying this. I was like before you can look it up. Like I think Mad Chad and shit. Like a couple
Hmm.
videos. I was like, man. I was like, no one's giving Usyk mad love for fucking fighting Joshua. Like he's going up here. He truly not a natural fucking heavyweight, full fledged heavyweight.
I thought,
And
I
he's,
thought, I
he's
thought
stepping up
Joshua would
to
knock
fight
him out. Yeah.
Joshua, the goddamn specimen. You know what I mean? So no, Usyk is good. Usyk never took his time to stay there to have Joshua catch him on the outside pocket type of shit. Usyk
Hmm.
never
Mhm.
gave him that time to do that. You
He
know what I mean?
fought
So like,
heavyweight
so yeah,
before,
we can't just
just
blame.
not super heavyweight. Mm.
Right. And Joshua was so much bigger. I think Joshua made a mistake. I said this shit before too. I think Joshua made a mistake by trying to fight Usyk because he thought he was smaller. I was like, man. So I said I was like, I think AJ thinks because Usyk is smaller, he's gonna fuck around and beat him up. And I can't believe at the same time. Though, I was like, you're trying to.
No, he didn't even
Everyone
try
knows
to
Usyk
beat
is
him
a
up.
beast, so you're gonna fight a top-notch fighter. I don't know. It was tough. It was tough. So
All right, well,
I'm trying to
blessed
tell
up
y'all.
every.
I'm trying to tell y'all straight up, man. My bad, Troy. Jump in right after. I'm just trying to tell y'all, like literally, what I saw was what I called it for. which is Usyk is nasty with the skills, man. Like he already knew how to work around him, and even though he got his face lashed up a little bit, like he knew what he had to do to stay out of danger, and he was bringing the responses back to AJ, and AJ was the one that was kind of like a shell. You know, he was like he was in his
clammed
shell.
up. Yeah, he clammed up.
He didn't know how to respond to it. You know.
Yeah. And when he did have Usyk in a little bit of danger, he took his foot off the gas.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly. And I'm a guy that loves AJ. I'm not even like shitting on AJ. I'm just telling you the truth for what I saw.
Yes, facts. Yes, facts.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, facts. And you know,
I think for sure AJ will win the rematch, though. I think
Let's just
AJ
call it what it
will
was.
win the rematch.
Disparity of skill
If he
set.
waits a little bit, in my own, again, a guy that loves AJ, I'm saying that he needs to wait a little bit. It's not Andy Ruiz, where Andy Ruiz is gonna get fat eating pizza in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like just
No, but
happy
yeah.
success. This is Usyk, a very skilled Olympian. Yeah, he's an Olympian, man. This is not Andy Ruiz, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
he's not going anywhere.
No, but
AJ
Andy
needs to
Ruiz,
bring his levels
Andy
up.
Ruiz will fuck around and beat Usyk though. Andy Ruiz might beat Usyk though, honestly. Though Andy Ruiz probably has more faster hands than Usyk. Has good combinations than Usyk.
He ain't got the feet. He ain't got the footwork.
I understand though.
Styles make fights, man. Styles make fights.
Look. Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying, like, I feel like AJ. I think AJ. I swear he's like too damn. Like, I don't know. I feel like in all his rematches. Not saying he had a bunch of rematches, but I just feel like he's that type of mentality. With a rematch, he's gonna be more meaner. He'll be more meaner at anything. So he's gonna fuck around and beat. Watch, he's gonna beat his ass, man. Yeah, he's gonna beat his ass. Watch. He's like, well, fuck it. I let you win the first one, kinda. Now he let him. He let nobody win nothing. But now he's gonna be like, fuck it.
Yeah. Got nothing else
Yeah,
to lose.
I'm telling you, he will.
Yeah.
So and didn't AJ want a rematch right away? When you talking about a rematch right away? He was like, "I want a rematch."
Yeah.
I guarantee Usyk is not going to want a rematch right away. Watch.
No, it's
Usyk
in the
want a
contract.
rematch right away.
They said February 2022, right, Lady Chan? Lady Chan.
Yeah.
February 2022.
Oh, yeah, February or March. Yeah.
Hold on, Roland. I'm asking Lady Chan.
February or March
2022.
Right? February or March. Eddie
All right.
said.
So what do you see? Do you see like is that too soon, or what do you think?
No, you just got to keep that momentum. Like AJ don't want the gaps in between. Like, got to try and get his belts back. Like, yeah, he wants that shot. So you just got to let him do it. You know, so either gonna win or he's gonna lose, one or the other. I get why he's doing it. He wants to keep the momentum. He wants to try. He paid Usyk extra money to have the rematch clause, so he may as well execute it because that's what he puts in his contract. He pays his opponents more money to put in the rematch, immediate rematch. So you're gonna have to use it.
Oh, I didn't know you had to pay for that. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, he pays extra.
Oh, it's the mandatory, definitely. Yeah.
Because usually Mandos don't have it. If AJ would have won, Usyk can't ask for a rematch.
So Puro Central, Lisa, you could start off on this one. Puro Central says he needs a new coach, and I've heard this on multiple channels.
He does.
So what do you think? What do you think?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, but it's not my decision to make. I just think he needs like maybe a coach from the U.S. Come train over here. You know, just different styles. You know, tuck that chin down more. You know, head movement. Got to work on some foot drills as far as foot fighting a southpaw, because that means that you're saying that the foot got to be on the outside of theirs. That means you have to be on outsides of theirs all the time.
Yeah,
during the whole fight.
Yeah.
So that means your footwork got to be right.
Yeah, that should have been the least that he done going into this fight. Who the fuck was you sparring?
I don't know.
Because that is the basic 101 orthodox fight in a southpaw. Lead foot has to stay on the outside of the southpaws.
But I like the old school trainers better because they tell you like you're blowing it, son. You're blowing
Yeah,
it, kid. You
yeah.
know, like that.
Tell you in the
Like they
fight.
smack you in the face.
Yeah, they
like
weren't.
like Trinidad's father.
Yeah,
Smack him in the
Yeah,
face and make him wake up.
yeah.
exactly.
Tell
Like, what the hell are you doing? Like
yeah,
his
you're
corner
losing the
wasn't. There
fight.
was no sense of urgency in the corner. He was like, I've been labels to reserve. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like they need like
Yeah,
one
Yeah.
of them. You need
He
like one
threw
of
him
them
like a
trainers.
jab, and they were like,
yeah,
beautiful, beautiful, wonderful,
yeah. To
wonderful.
stay
And like,
behind
what
the
I'm
Nah,
back.
looking
get
at
the
that
hell
shit,
out
like,
of
what the
here.
fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
Should be like even when Tank remember when Tank fought Barrios
Yeah.
where it was
and
like you're down on the
you're down
cards
on the cards.
and
Yeah,
he was like huh
and knocked him out.
and he looked and
And
Tank was like
stopped him.
huh
Yeah,
what
that's
and
what
then
you
he
need.
came back and that's what
And
you need
stopped
to
him.
hear.
Yeah,
You don't need to
yeah.
hear all that
Don't
BS.
need no
Tell
yes
them the
men.
truth. All that reserve
Yeah,
nah,
yes men shit. Yeah, that's what he's
nah,
got.
you
Yes men.
need to pull that fire out of you. Yeah,
That's
if
fucking
I was in
ridiculous.
his corner I'd be like look you losing
You're
the
down.
fight.
Yeah, fix the fuck up. I don't understand it. I just
Get your ass out of there
for
and
me it
knock
was just
him
a
out.
it was just a
Get
weird
out of
thing
here.
to
Knock
watch.
him the fuck
It
out.
just didn't look like it just looked like AJ was an amateur.
Yeah.
It
That's
just
what
was
I would
mad.
have. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
have been like, oh,
he looked like he was an amateur boxer.
Yeah, he was like I
he
said,
was compared to.
Usyk's
He
feints,
was in the
Yeah,
master box.
Usyk's
yeah, it
feints were crazy
yeah.
because
Right.
like
And
he
he
kept
kept reacting to every feint.
exactly, and
Yeah,
AJ could not move. It was like he was stuck,
yeah,
and then he would move
bro.
to the left and move to the right and move to the left and move to the right, and then stay in front of him and keep irky jerky. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
it's like AJ didn't know how to react. It's like he couldn't
confused.
overcome that.
Yeah, he's confused.
But
Yeah,
saw a Usyk.
Yeah,
Usyk saw many a AJs.
yeah,
yeah,
He
that's
got
true.
over
yeah,
That was well put.
300
Say that
and
again. Say that
something
again.
amateur.
Say that again for the casuals,
Saw.
Lisa.
He
Say that
never
again for the
saw a
casuals,
Usyk.
Lisa.
He never saw a Usyk. Usyk seen many of him.
yeah.
AJ.
Hmm.
Facts.
Listen, Usyk got over 300 something odd
With
amateur
amateur.
fights.
He's fighting
He
10
has
years, 12 years
mastered.
before he went pro.
Right. Plus, he started as a kid. He has
Mhm.
mastered this.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Master. So I don't know why AJ thought he could outbox him.
I don't know.
Mad.
Crazy.
You guys know we all you guys
Hey,
know we all in the
hey, can I
prediction
ask
league, right?
something? Can I ask somebody, AJ? Hold on, Major. Hey, Major, I
Hold
gotta
on.
ask somebody,
Yeah.
AJ.
No. Yeah. Jump in right now. Let me ask y'all though, because we all in the same prediction league with Champ Ross, and y'all know that I asked
Oh yeah.
Champ Ross afterwards. He said that me and only two other people picked Usyk to win.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, so just so
Yeah.
y'all know, so because I
Yeah.
asked him, I was like, I know a lot of people. He's like, you're right, bro. Only two people besides yourself. You know what I mean?
You got
But
it.
yeah, just so
Yeah,
y'all
you
know.
knew.
But go ahead,
Yeah.
Roland. My bad.
No, yeah,
I'm
right.
in that
Yeah, no
league
bad at
too.
all. Okay. So I really have because you guys got some good knowledge for sure. So I just want to say I don't know about this at all. How many times have we seen AJ? Anybody seen AJ actually like truly furiously mad at somebody that he wanted to like fuck him up? For real, like how many times he
was like that. Pulev
was he a little bit?
from the
Pulev?
build-up.
Okay.
From the press
Okay.
conference, from the weigh-in, from the face-off, when they had that little spat. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, and
Right.
when he was going to fight Gerald Miller.
What was the result of Pulev? Didn't he beat Pulev pretty good or no? Or not
he
really?
beat him. I think he beat him
Right?
pretty good, but like there's some hesitation. But overall, you saw the dog in him.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like no one actually ever. I've never seen AJ like truly like fucking mad, like want to just like truly like I don't know,
Yeah,
like
it's
just
always
like with
nice.
Dylan
Canelo was
White.
playing. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Dylan White.
Like, he's
Yeah,
too nice.
that one. Yeah,
He's
that.
too
Yeah,
goddamn
They
Dylan
don't
nice.
like
White.
each other.
Yeah, Dylan White. That was
Yeah,
They don't like each
yeah.
And that
other.
was
I feel like
ages
if
ago.
somebody,
Dillian took a lot
truly
of
gets
shit.
under
That's why.
AJ's skin, yeah. I feel like if somebody gets under AJ's skin, man, like I feel like that'll bring out more of us. Cause I don't know, man. I just feel like AJ is too nice of a guy, man. He just
Yeah.
is. That's why I like him so goddamn much. He's a fucking
Yeah,
gentleman.
that's why I do
He's so
like
damn
him.
nice.
Brazil
When it comes to
Right?
rubbed him the wrong way. Dominic
Yeah.
Brazil rubbed
Yeah.
him the wrong way. He said, "You're not
Yeah.
about that life." Or
Yeah,
something
yeah, yeah.
about that life.
Yeah.
You know, he got that
But,
deep
but
voice.
look, my thing is he never loses himself though. He needs to lose him. He needs to lose his cool though. He thinks like keeping his cool is somehow like the strength or something. No, man. The strength is losing your cool and being able to operate in that fucking looseness, you know, that after you lost that shit. That's your strength. You'll be fucking nuts, like you'll be a beast.
Yeah.
So yeah. So, I feel
You're
like that's
right.
his thing, man. Like he needs to somehow like stop doing that. Stop being so goddamn nice at the end of the day. Like, man, no, man, come on, baby, let's go. Like
Keep
fucking
the
get
niceness out of
mad
him.
and get mad and use that for once. I want to see AJ mad. Like, you know what, man? Fuck this dude. I'm gonna knock this bitch ass out. Like, fuck this. Like, don't say nothing to me. Like, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass, man. You know, like for real. And I want to see how he operates some of that type of energy. I think he would do
He
good
got
though.
it in him. I remember he knocked that man's teeth out. What was that guy's name?
Oh shit.
What was that guy's name? Kevin. What's that guy name? He's a journeyman. Kevin. The boy for him too. He's a good journeyman from a few years back. Kevin.
Okay, yeah, Jerry Mandel is shit for sure.
Huh?
I don't remember.
Looking it up
Remember
right now as we
Donald
speak.
Daniel Dubois fought him?
I can't.
I'm
What's
looking
his
it up
name?
right now.
Is it McBride?
No, not Kevin McBride.
Yeah,
I know when she said I
Kevin
wanted to say
Johnson?
that when she said Kevin, hey, she ain't even
Is it
she ain't
Kevin
even wrong though, because when
Johnson?
she said Kevin, I'm like McBride, but
Right,
he's
right.
too old, I guess. You know what I mean? For that.
Yeah.
But
Knocked him
but yeah.
out in like the first or second round. He knocked that dude's teeth out. I remember that. Is it Kevin Johnson? Yeah, I remember he was like a pretty good. Yeah, he was a pretty good journeyman.
Have you got his box record, Major?
He took his
I'm pulling it up right
oath
now.
from him. He took his oath from him. It's in there, but maybe the money and sponsorships and all that.
How long ago, sis? How long ago, sis? How long was this?
It was some years back.
He couldn't have been undefeated because AJ's only beat 4 undefeated, and
He was an undefeated guy.
Right.
When he Kevin Johnson,
looking.
Kevin King and Johnson. The ball fought him too.
Oh, I see him right now. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, he
Let me
took
get
him
this
out
damn
real
ad.
early.
I got an ad over here.
Knocked that grill out.
I feel like AJ kind of hesitates a little bit, like when he comes over here to America. I'm just saying a fight and shit, you know, like now I mean, well, he hate with everybody, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? The easy anybody who's not in his like for some reason I feel like people say domestic fights are the best fights.
Yeah.
No, hell no. The international
You
are
come out your comfort zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Britain.
You're not in your comfort zone no more.
Yeah.
Kevin Johnson. I got him. Yeah, from Great Britain.
Got him. She was right. Nice, baby. Oh shit.
But you guys, let me ask you this. Because I don't get enough of this right here. I really don't get enough of this, to be honest with you, because I want to talk about Canelo Plant and stuff before I end the show, because I'll be ending it soon. Maybe about 1 a.m. I'll end it Eastern Standard Time, which is like 23 minutes. But I do want to get this in. This whole thing, I even asked our guest earlier tonight, and he was very vocal about it, you know, and it's crazy. It's this whole Undisputed thing, because it definitely was dubbed as Undisputed. Teofimo was the pretty much the Undisputed champion at that point. Now we have these other things that are going on. You see what I'm saying? And then depending on when you try to talk objectively, like without taking a side, just because you're a boxing fan, it's like when you say one thing about one side, is like everybody gets mad. If you say something about the other side, everybody got mad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the one that bet and won on Teofimo last year. So I'm not even mad at Teofimo, but I'm trying to be realistic about what it looks like right now.
Yeah.
So I'm asking you guys, what do you guys think about this whole thing? Because I'll be honest, like I said before, if I ask my wifey doesn't even watch boxing. She watched boxing just because we're having an event in my crib, and her and her friends that give them a reason to smoke.
Yeah, yeah,
and eat munchies. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's pretty much what they enjoy
Man,
boxing.
what
That's pretty much
you
it.
got,
But
man?
yeah, I'm just saying, but people pretty much come to my house for the boxing event. So
Yeah,
the females are like, yo, well, if there's a dispute, why don't they just fight? And that should be the way boxing sees it.
yeah.
I
That's
don't
the way I
understand
see it.
what's the big deal. Like they should just fight and get it out the way. That's it.
Yeah, I
This
don't
shouldn't be like,
understand.
oh, I'm looking back. Oh, it's looking back. You know, it's like doing, high school over, or it's
Yeah,
doing this.
yeah,
Come on, man. Like it's
yeah.
boxing, man. We're
Got to
not
move
playing that shit.
forward. Yeah, got to move forward. Clear the
Yeah.
dispute up. Clear the dispute up.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, but can Haney force Teo to fight him?
You said he did? What you said?
No, I said, can he?
No, that's the whole thing because he got
Yeah.
the franchise belt with the WBC. So
You have to petition.
he should be mandating. He should be mandating
Haney.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Yes, because he's the champion that
Yeah.
has mandatories.
Yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
TY, my brother TY up in the building, man. TY, get your ass up here, man.
What's
Get
up,
your ass up
TY?
here.
What's
Fall
up, Ty?
back, too.
What's up, House? Is my brother.
Hold on.
That's F4.
Hey,
My
if
brother
TY
up in
come up in
here.
here and fall back, come up in here, I might just extend this shit. And Shadow Ghost came back too. What
Shadow
the hell,
Ghost.
man?
What's up, Shadow Ghost?
Presence tonight.
What's spicy Saturday though, man? Come on now.
Yeah, go ahead, y'all.
What fight is this Saturday? Right?
Saturday.
Wilder and Fury.
Yes.
Yeah, Fury
Yeah,
Wilder,
that's the only one we
Frank
fucking talking
Sanchez
about.
versus F.A. Jagbe,
Yeah.
Kaunaki versus Helenius 2,
Robert Helenius.
Berlanga, and I
This is
forgot who
100
else.
cards?
Yeah,
It's
it's a
Garrett.
lit undercard. It's a lit undercard.
Garrett,
I'm
Big
forgetting somebody
Baby.
major right now.
That's fucking
I'm pretty
nuts.
sure I'm forgetting somebody major right now.
Bro.
F.A.
That's
F.A.
crazy.
Ajaba and Frank Sanchez.
Yeah.
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 I thought you said dog babe. Someone
I
say
knew I was
dog
gonna
babe.
get my dog TY up here. What's going on, TY? How Houston doing?
What's up, T?
What's up, man? What's up,
What's up,
What's up,
TY?
Queens? Yeah, man.
You right?
What's up, rolling with the punches, Lisa? Yeah, man.
Chilling.
What's up, babe?
What y'all been talking about, man? I just got up in here real quick, man.
Oh, everything.
About
Fury Wilder
the cards
on
this
Saturday.
weekend.
Yeah, there you go. Wilder Fury. Woo.
Oh, y'all know what time? You
Chilling
know,
house.
over there in H month. Oh yeah, it's Judgment Day. Come motherfucking Saturday, man.
Man, anybody
It's
actually
Judgment
gonna
Day.
they're gonna do their push-ups this time? They're gonna do their push-ups this time, TY?
Bro, I got another dude, bro. I skinned him up. He tried to make the bed with me, bro. He the one came to me with the bed. And guess how many push-ups it was? 30, and he didn't even do them, bro. These dudes suckers over there, bro. They suckers, man.
They're gonna cry when Wilder loses, boy. Some of them, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, I fucking love TY, man. TY, you a real dude, man. So what I see so
I
far,
know.
man, you're honest man and shit.
Hey, man, I tried.
I could tell y'all, TY, keep it a buck, man. That's
Yeah,
why. Anytime he come
I know,
over here,
man.
you got
Maybe
to
tell me,
automatically. You know what I'm saying?
He just cracks me up. You crack me up too, right? You crack me up.
Man, me and TY been to some wars, man. We've been to some wars together, bro.
Nah, he's
Man.
a G. He's a G.
I got. You know, when I come up in there, they know, bro. I got the undisputed the belts. They can't take it from me. Well, when they ain't, I got the undisputed belts up in there, bro.
Yeah, you slayed them, boy. You slayed them.
I know. I got a couple hundred push-up bets though with people that I know gonna do them. So you know what I mean. It feels good to be up in here, bro. Because I actually ain't got to scream, bro. You know, when you in HC, you got to scream because people don't let you talk.
Yeah.
I mean, it's exhausting.
When you come to Major Key Boxing, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like I keep a little bit of respect, but once I do that, like everybody could just talk because everybody respects each other anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah. It's exhausting, Major Key. You know, bro. It's exhausting being the champ up in there, bro. It's exhausting, bro. I'm really gonna vacate all that bullshit now. I'm vacating. Lady take case. Lisa, man, I'm telling you, it's exhausting, bro. Like,
You're the fucking best live.
Oh
Oh,
man.
you are the best. I get you. That's what I'm laughing. Just make cake with motherfuckers, man. You're the undisputed
Hey,
champ.
Lady Chan,
Release
Lady Chan, you
yourself.
gotta send him a free jacket. Hey, Lady Chan, you gotta send him a free jacket though.
Yeah, yeah. For
What's the
being
jacket? What
undisputed.
jacket? What
My
jacket
Daniel
is it?
Caesar jacket.
That's her
Fly.
channel, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the lady chain you talking about right there. The what she got
Yeah.
on her shirt.
No, yeah,
Oh
I got
yeah,
a
you know I'm gonna
jacket.
sport that.
I've got the jackets of them. It's sick. I'll send you one.
Oh, you know I'm gonna represent that.
Yeah, because you're undisputed.
Hey, as long as it say Lady Chan, you know I'm gonna rep that motherfucker.
Yeah, it says London on it. It's sick. You'll love it.
Yeah,
That's why I
man.
started that shit. I knew it was gonna get that far. Yo,
Yeah.
Shadow,
Hey, I
what's
know I
good? And then
came
we
in
got
late,
Kudos
man.
sent
I
it
know
out,
Lady
too.
Chan. Hey, my bad, Major. I know Lady Chan loves some Joshua like Lisa, man. What did you think about that, bro? I just want to hear. I know she's sick, man. I know she was pissed too.
Awful performance. Awful.
Lady, you want to hear my take on it, man? I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I got skint up on that bet, but everybody knows how I'm bet, bro. My boxing cue. You know, a motherfucker like me was gonna take Usyk, but I'm gonna tell you why I went back on that bet. I originally had Usyk, but I just didn't think a cruiserweight like him could go up there and hurt Joshua. From what I looked at when he fought Chisora, and it just didn't look like he had any pop on his punches. But I knew he would be up on the scorecards because I felt like he could always beat AJ. I'm not a big AJ dude because I just, lady, yeah, I know that show, but I just don't see the dog in him. When the going gets tough, and when he makes that smile, that's that pussy smile. Excuse my language. Like he just catch that wah man. He don't show me no dog. He don't show me no dog, lady. He don't.
You're right. I said the same thing. I called it straight down.
So what was your take? What was you? Because you know I ain't got to hear you chop it up on
He
it.
tried to outbox a superior boxer. He lost too much weight. He didn't impose his size or will. He didn't have any dog. He didn't have any fight in him. It was just flat. It was a flat performance. It was bad.
It was flat, and when Usyk kept switching on him, like, bro, put your foot on the outside, bro. You fighting a southpaw, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T.Y.
The first round,
I gotta
he got
let
hit with a straight left.
Yeah, I gotta let at least to hear their voice real quick. Shadow Ghost came in right after
Shadow.
me, Kudos Central. So yo,
Okay. What's up, Shadow Ghost?
Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good, man?
Yeah, y'all speak on what y'all want to speak on, then it's an open panel after that. I just want to make sure y'all get your voice heard.
Yo, I just want to say, that undercard is mad lit, bro.
It's lit.
That shit got Edgar Berlanga, Ajagba, Kalanius, and Kawanowski rematch. It's got J-Rock on the card, Julian J-Rock. That shit is crazy, man.
Oh, J-Rock on the undercard?
J-Rock on the undercard, too.
J-Rock's
I got it right here. So check it out. It's
Yeah, I
right
like
here. So it starts off with so you got Edgar Berlanga is on there. You got Ramirez
Somebody's
versus
echoing bad.
Yeah, everybody know it's me, bro. Everybody know my ghetto Wi-Fi, bro. That's cold, bro. Everybody blame me for the Wi-Fi. Hold on.
That means you gotta hit. That means when you click on the StreamYard link, you got a YouTube still open. So what you got to do is go to the tab that says YouTube and click and shut that one down.
No, that's all right. When he ain't talking, just mute the motherfucker. It's all not.
That's what you got to do.
No, I don't want to mute my boy, man.
No, I ain't talking about you muting out. I'm on himself.
No, I'm working, man. So what do? I hit that square and then shut off the other ones.
Yeah. Hit the X on. Yo, guys, can I just speak to him? So when you see the YouTube, you're gonna have two tabs open. You're gonna have the StreamYard, the one that you clicked on, and then you're gonna have a YouTube. X side of the YouTube because you're not on YouTube anymore. You on StreamYard.
But I hit that square though, right, man? You know I'm bad with phone, man.
Yeah,
when I hit that square.
Hey, listen.
I hate phone tie. That
little echo that you hear right there, that's just from that tab right there. Once you
all right, let me try it. All right.
I didn't like technology, man. I don't like technology, you guys. Hate that shit.
Yes,
I'm just saying, so I feel what he's saying, though. You know.
Yeah. So because Shadow was talking, I just wanted to help Ty real quick.
Yeah, I just want to read the undercard. Just
all right, how it sound?
So you got.
Yeah, it's perfect right there.
All right, bet.
So you got Edgar Berlanga.
No, it's not.
No, it's still.
No, pause it. Just pause it when you ain't talking. Pause it when you ain't talking.
Hey,
mute it when you ain't talking.
That's
No,
cool.
just mute it when you ain't talking. There you go.
He got it.
When you start talking, just turn it back on. Boom, you're good.
All
right.
right. So
Say
you
I
got
do.
Edgar Berlanga. So you got Edgar Berlanga on there. You got there's
Which I do.
Orlando Ruiz versus Ramirez. You got Jared Anderson versus Vladimir Tereskin. You got J Rock versus Vladimir Hernandez. You got the rematch of Robert Helenius and Kawanowski. You got F.A. Ajagba and Frank Sanchez is going to be the co-main event. And there's two more on, bro. There's like 8 fights, bro.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Wow.
What's good, Dematar?
What's
In
good,
the
brother?
chat, what's good, Dematar?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
What's good, bro?
Same old, brother. Same old, man. I just thought I'd hop on because I'm driving this fucking pouring rain and I don't want to crash typing and shit.
What's up,
No doubt, no doubt.
Central?
Hey,
What's up?
Yeah.
Speaker
So what's
Bales,
your thoughts
Lady
on
Shan, how you guys doing?
What's up?
hey,
What's up?
What's up, Hero?
What up, T.Y.? What it is?
Man, I just can't wait till November. The way you talk about my boy when playing beat him, I can't wait to get you on that flow. I can't wait.
Oh my
Hey, bro.
God.
It ain't gonna happen, bro. But hey, we shall see.
All right, my brother, I got you.
So,
So you got any perspective, Puro, on anything that we've been talking about?
well, I just wanted to, we'll try to chime in on the AJ, man, but I was crashed a couple times. But, like you were pointing out before when I texted in the chat, man, like, I don't know what's up with his trainers, especially, in between fights in the 2 times where shit went wrong. Well, not the only 2 times, but the only 2 times he lost, like, they give him, like, basic instructions, and like, I think Lady Shan was saying, or Lisa Bell was saying, like, oh yeah, like good jabs and stuff like that. And I remember in the Ruiz fight, like AJ was like asking him specifically, what shot was it? What should I do? What can I do? You know, like for him to stop fucking me up. And like these guys like gave him like zero like any like relevant instruction. And you could tell AJ was like literally like he didn't know what to do. Well, yeah, to me, like, I'm actually glad he got the, he went for the immediate rematch because, you know, even though Usyk, you know, put a number on him, like, the fight was close up into the 10th, in my opinion. And then, like, literally, like Lady Shan was saying, and I was saying on a couple of panels I've been on, like, they came in with the wrong game plan. I mean, like, after the first round, I was like yelling at the TV. I think actually I was on a panel watching the fight. Like what is he doing? Like he's trying to like box with the like superior boxer. Like and literally Usyk like he played around Usyk's game plan. He tired him out by just like going in circles, throwing like pumping the jab, and then like you know he landed a few left hands. And actually, you know, like buzzed Usyk a few times, especially when he started landing the uppercut to the body. But you know, like I actually never thought Usyk really hurt him. A couple of times when it was like the dramatic punches that landed, like they got their feet tangled up. At least that's what I saw. But at the end, he got so tired. I remember at the 12th round, he had his hands up because like he was tired, but he still had the energy to put his hands up. And then like he didn't even have enough energy to put his hands up. I saw him like literally drop his guard by like I don't know, maybe like a glove length, and that's when Usyk started just teeing off on him. I don't know, man. If he gets a good coach that you know, like actually analyzes Usyk and tries to like maximize what AJ did well in that fight. I mean, I could see him knocking him out, me personally. But I mean, I would lean towards Usyk because it was a pretty big you know ass kicking. But I mean, I disagree with Ty and the other homies on the other panel. Like, I actually think he's proved that he has the you know, he came back against Klitschko when he got dropped, knocked him out, and then and then he outclassed Ruiz, even though he came in out of shape, which is you know a big factor that the way he was able to outclass Ruiz. But I mean, I think he's got all the tools, man. But to me, it's the corner, man. I would have fired that corner after the first Ruiz loss, me personally.
Yeah, true.
His first trainer, when he was with him, all that dog was there. When he was with Tony Sims.
Yeah.
That's the guy I thought he should have stayed with.
Yeah.
And I was actually thinking the other day when I was like watching the fight again, like in both of his losses, like I would say like I remember mentioning a couple of times to a couple of buddies of mine that he seems like maybe a little gun shy. But I was actually thinking, I think that he just kind of like looks gun shy because he doesn't know what to do when shit goes wrong. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
You know, so I was actually thinking that, you know, like
he can't adjust on the fly. Yeah.
Yeah, he like in both losses, like he didn't do anything. I mean, like not even like you know, you would think with like so many of his with that much experience, he could at least do a couple things different to try to take the momentum of the fight. But yeah, he
didn't change
showed
one
zero
thing.
adjustment. Yeah.
He was doing single shots, no combos, nothing.
Lady, he's sitting in front of him, man, not coming for a look, just sitting there waiting like, bro, like your feet stuck in the mud, bro. Would you take your bitch ass over there, bro, and swing at this hoe? Like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
And then you know what I was screaming at on the thing? Because look, man, Joshua, why I like Joshua, because Joshua a good, genuine dude, bro. It's hard to find a lot of dudes. That's why I like Joshua, man. You know, because in a lot of our worlds, we don't meet a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We just don't be, you know. And what pissed me off more is, bro, you was having success. Go to the body, bro. Go to the body, man.
He just let off the gas.
He just let off it. Yes. And lady, he know he down in the cards. But I just don't see that dog, bro. You know you're down. Would you go forward, bro, and do look, bro, take a chance of getting knocked out. Just show me, Joshua, you got that dog. You know what I'm saying, lady?
He got it. TY, he got it. That team is a team. You're only as good as your team,
Yeah,
too.
you have to start, well, ignore the team, man, and just
They bring it out of you, too. He do have it. And one thing about him, if he got you hurt, he will finish you. But one thing I could say about him, he ain't duck no fades. He didn't drop that belt. Win or lose, he got in that ring. And he get shit for it. But all these
I never say he dug. I never say he dug. I never said Joshua dug.
No, I didn't say you. I'm saying
I know, Lisa. I know, Lisa.
I'm saying all these motherfuckers get credit, and they not doing what he doing. And that's my stand.
I actually kind of understand what you're saying, that you don't see the dog. Actually, I don't know why I thought of it now. He has not shown the dog in any of his losses. In both of his losses, he did not show the dog. He was like a little.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. After somebody, and look, Puro, look, let me just say
this. I don't know what.
After, look, we can't say he got dog after the fight's over with. He got to show the dog in the damn fight, no matter what the game plan was, no matter if it failed or not. Just go out on your shit, go, bro. Like, man.
No, I see what you're saying, man.
Yeah, true. It's facts.
And I had to say my joke because in the 10th round, it looked like, that boy got, in the 12th round, that man got hit with a 10-piece with a biscuit with 3 side orders. That man looked like he got jumped. He looked like he got jumped up in that.
That was wild.
I
feel so bad for Joshua, man.
I couldn't believe that.
Can I ask you a question, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can I please ask you a question? All right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so all I gotta say is, what would be more exciting? To be honest, don't lie either. Don't lie. What would be more exciting and shit, right? AJ being raw the way he's supposed to be raw, knocking everyone out, cleaning checks, or every motherfucking time out, motherfuckers are going at it, motherfuckers are falling left and right, like boom, 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 motherfucker hitting the ground, 8 count, 10 counts. Motherfucker, 12 counts. What's more exciting? Come on now, don't lie.
I'm still trying to figure out the question you asking me. Okay, what's more exciting? You said AJ what? Showing a
dog.
Yeah, AJ fighting the way he's fighting, going down and shit, getting rematches, like all that. We all know he's fucking highly skilled. So I'm saying the fights. When you're talking about the supposed skills or what's supposed to be the outcome,
I'm not gonna lie.
The fight. I'm saying that's what we're going after fights.
Like, yo, who's
Rollins out.
supposed to win out of somebody beating somebody? and this and this, and I didn't understand nothing either.
Yeah,
Bro.
Rolly's
Like,
out.
I'm still
No,
trying to
no, no, I'm
figure
talking
it
the
out.
fights,
Roll
man.
is
The
crazy.
fights.
I'm trying to figure it
AJ's
out.
fights are exciting. AJ's fights are exciting. More exciting than anybody else's fights. Are you serious? You fucking serious? Okay, AJ Ruiz, the rematch. AJ fucking Usyk. AJ Klitschko.
But
AJ
look, and that's what a
everybody.
lot of people believe that he's gonna come
And
back
hey,
and win the
don't get that
rematch. But I
motherfucker
can't just
mad
say that.
because he want to kill
Andy
somebody.
Ruiz,
Don't get
Andy
AJ
Ruiz
mad. He
ain't
gonna kill
Usyk,
somebody,
man.
man.
Andy Ruiz ain't Usyk.
Yeah,
That's all I
don't
gotta
get
say when it
AJ
comes to the
mad. He's gonna
rematch.
kill someone. He's gonna kill someone. Trust me. Don't get
You know
AJ
what?
mad. He's
Me
gonna kill
I
personally,
someone.
know one thing. AJ need another team, man.
Telling you.
He need to get
Yeah,
American train. He need to get something,
yeah,
bro,
He's good.
does,
going, bro.
He's
I
good.
agree.
does.
He's
I
good.
agree.
But my thing, you know what I'm gonna say? We gotta take into consideration all of these fighters, they health. If
Yeah.
you've been concussed a few times, me personally, if I was him, I would wait a while. I agree. Somebody said that. Wait a while. Don't just run it. You got to get your
6 months
mental
though.
back right. Your health. Them concussions is not a joke. That
Yeah.
CTE is not a joke, guys. It's serious.
Yeah.
It's part of
You
your
right.
job, though, baby. It's part
hey,
of your job.
So
listen.
That's
people
what makes
say
him so good.
people
It's just like
saying all of this
you
about
got to
him
maneuver on
and all of
control.
this, but they don't understand the mental
Yeah,
these
let me say something about that,
concussions
Lisa.
that these fighters have had. And for
Yeah,
them to put these fighters down, they can't be doing that. Call
yeah.
them soft and bitch
I
and
want
all
to
of that.
say,
You
yeah, I
get
want to
your
say
ass
something
in the
about that.
ring
And
and get your
Shadow
head beat the
Ghost,
fuck in.
Fuck
Shadow Ghost,
yeah.
you good, man,
Tell
my
him,
brother.
Lisa, tell him.
I appreciate you coming up here. So no doubt, Shadow Ghost. Whenever you want to come back, you're more than welcome. You already know that. But no, I want
Already,
to
Shadow.
jump on what Lisa was saying because I'm not gonna say their name, but I deal with legends, right? Every time we got boxers here, it's usually
This
legends.
guy.
We do deal with prospects sometimes, and sometimes
Hmm.
with other dudes that are current, but we mostly deal with legends. And I'm gonna tell you, like literally, I've had conversations with dudes that were scheduled for a certain time, and they forgot, right? Which is okay if you forgot, but then they'll call back like in 30 minutes and say, "Hey, what time are we scheduled?" Like they literally forgetting conversations every 30 minutes. You know what I mean?
Damn. Horrible.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's some serious shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna shit on
Yeah,
nobody's
it's
name
serious.
because, yeah,
Yeah,
because it's dead
Serious.
ass serious like that. That's why I support the what Troy does every Wednesday with the Ring 10
yeah.
thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I told him, look, that's your baby, bro. You got the platform. That's all you.
Yeah.
I can't be every single day of the week. I got a family. I got shit that I'm
Yeah.
doing. But yo, I'll sit here
Yeah.
and monitor shit for you, and that's your all you.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that's what I let him do. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
like
It's
it's for a good
important.
cause, man.
Yeah.
Trust me
Yeah.
when I tell you.
Hey, let me
Yes.
Yeah,
ask you and
man.
Lisa. Hey, what do y'all see? How do you see? Because I mean, Lady Chan. Because I already asked Lisa the other day about the
Yeah.
Wilder thing. So,
Yeah.
what do you think? How do you think, Lady and Maida? How do you think this Wilder and Fury is gonna go this third? This
Fury
trilogy.
Fury stops him in round 6.
Yeah, Major.
Where did Major go?
Major.
Why?
Maybe he went to the
Major's
bathroom.
taking intermission. I think
He might have gone to
he
the
fucking
bathroom.
either Wilder's gonna catch him and knock him out in the second, third round. He gonna fuck around,
Mm-hmm.
and catch Fury like hardcore, or it's gonna go 9-10 and Fury's gonna stop him. It's gonna go 9-10, Fury's gonna stop him, or 1-3, Wilder's gonna fucking stop Fury. That's my
Mm-hmm.
prediction. Yep.
There's Major.
Shit, you gotta help.
Major.
You gotta hope Wilder knock him out in 2-3 rounds because once it start getting to that 5, 6, 7, 8, and he's still up in there. But I still think Tyson
Yeah.
Fury's gonna stop him. Shit, around the same
Yeah,
time
that's
as the
what I'm
last
saying.
fight.
That's my point. Yeah, like, exactly. They don't go too long with
Because
Tyson
if
Tyson he wants to do that. He wants
if
to do
Wilder
that.
doesn't come forward, and if he doesn't come forward in this fight,
Game
you know
over.
what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
game over,
Yeah.
bro.
You can't
If he don't
fight on the
start going
back.
to the
You can't
body, if he
fight
get
on
on
the
his
back
back
I
foot.
foot,
would.
if he
Yeah.
get on his back foot, bro, and
Yeah.
let
Can't
Fury
launch.
walk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
know,
would.
lady, you know what time it is, man.
The
It's
right
over
hand
with.
done. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
If he
Yeah.
hit him to the
I
body
would.
in the
Fuck
right
that.
spot, it's done.
Got to.
Because I don't think I know Fury get a lot of praise and all that, but I think he's slightly a little bit overrated too.
So do I.
Because it's nothing that
He's a
Fury
better
do that
boxer
I
than
haven't
Wilder,
seen.
but
No, I'm saying it's nothing that he do that I haven't seen. But what I haven't seen is a man that size doing it. That's
yeah,
the difference.
that's what makes it the
Hey,
difference.
Fury,
Yeah.
hey, Fury, man. Fury a bad boy, man. Fury a bad boy, man.
Y'all hear me now?
He can box
But
his
what I'm
ass off,
saying
bro.
Can
is
I?
he's
Can y'all hear me now?
overrated. He
Yeah,
is a bit overrated.
I think he's overrated.
But you know what?
Hey,
People
my
think that
bad.
about
I just
Joshua. People think that about
step
Joshua,
it
Yeah,
off
though.
real
people
quick.
think that about Joshua.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, everybody like who they like. You know. Some people, you got some people that are major
So
bias. You
No,
the
got some
I
reason
people that
why
want,
I
ain't.
say
I want. Yeah, no,
No, I'm not
Fury's a
speaking
better.
on saying y'all.
Yeah,
I'm just
Fury's
speaking
a
in
better
general. You
boxer
know.
by
Yeah,
far than a
yeah,
lot. Better
yeah.
boxer than Wilder all day long. Like Wilder is not going to be able to outbox Fury,
Wilder
outstrength
has to
Fury.
fight him,
Nothing.
Lady Chan,
Yeah,
not boxing.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
you
can't box.
already know.
So
Yeah,
once he's on the back foot, Fury's it's game over. That's just it.
yeah,
That's the end for
yeah.
right.
Wilder.
No,
Do
Fury's
you think Wilder's going to do anything different from what you see? You know, just by
He's
the
gonna
the
try.
mitts don't
Yeah,
hit back, so you know.
Hey, Ty,
yeah,
you
he's
can
gonna
hear me
try
now?
for the first 2
You
rounds,
can
and
hear me
then when
now,
it fails,
Ty?
he's gonna try just land the right, go
Yeah,
back
I
to
can
old
hear you.
Wilder.
Ty, you can
What'd
hear
you
me
say,
now?
lady? My bad. I'm gonna tell
He's
you,
gonna
Major. Let me
try.
see what lady said.
He's
All
gonna
right, go
try
ahead.
the new stuff he's learned for the first 2 rounds. When he sees it doesn't work, he's just gonna revert back to the
And
same
once he
old
gets
Wilder.
once he gets hit for the first, he's gonna revert back.
Yep,
That's what I
yep,
think. That's what
yep,
I think.
yep, yep, yep. So it's a fail.
Yeah,
I mean,
Major. I was asking you did what you think, how you think this Fury Wilder gonna go?
Prediction.
I don't think he back yet.
Yeah, I just heard him say something, man. Major, get that antenna
No,
away from that Wi-Fi, man. That clothes hanger, man.
Oh my God.
I'm just
You
saying,
know
Lisa,
that's
they say
old
my
right
shit,
there.
man. Major,
That's old.
get it off the damn telephone pole, man. You know what I'm saying?
he's lost Wi-Fi connection.
That's
He'll jump
old
back.
right there.
He'll jump back
I
on.
know, Lisa, that's that old, man.
What about who's that? Joe Blues. You said
Jay
but he said
Blues.
he said a good prediction. He's
Hey, yo, y'all hear me?
yeah,
Yeah.
All right, what's up, everybody?
yeah.
What's up,
Wilder,
man?
What's up, man? What's up?
Wilder ain't got no legs. He ain't got no balance. He ain't got no jab. He ain't got no head movement. He ain't got no body punches. Yet he's throwing body punches to the mid. Like all
yeah.
this bullshit he's working on with Malik ain't gonna work, son, and it's gonna go out the window in 30
I don't see it
seconds.
either. I don't see it
No,
either. The
no.
miss don't hit back. Anybody can make the miss look good.
Good. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he don't even look good on that shit. He's dude,
I'm
his fucking legs,
telling you.
his knees. He's throwing hooks to the body with his fucking knees turned outwards. And his
Yeah.
fucking feet are coming off the ground, and he's looking at the ground. You keep your eyes on your fucking opponent, like his balance is all off, bro. He's gonna get fucked up.
He's always
Like he's gonna have an emotional breakdown around the second or third round.
For his body
It's
to
gonna
be
be
like
some.
that and his legs to be like chicken legs, these man say he never walked like Breedlin. He said he never worked out, he never ran, he don't run. I don't understand that, man. Like you
He
gotta have
big
some
though. He
legs.
hadn't
You
let go
gotta
of
have
none of
some
Y'all
that shit.
seen him?
legs.
He's big. I seen him. He's big.
He's big than a motherfucker. Did you see that interview with The Last Stand that they just
Yeah.
posted with
Top half of him's big. Yeah.
he talking that good shit, Lady Chan. He talking
Yeah.
that good shit.
Yeah. He looks like he's gonna come in at about 240.
240, yep. And I think
Mm.
that's a mistake because Wilder
Yeah.
is, I said this last night, lady, Wilder is best at that 212, 215, 220.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
I
I
agree.
think he want to stand toe to toe and fight this man.
It's
He don't
like
got the
Wilder
legs.
got
He
no
don't got the
choice but to
legs
gain
yet.
weight because he going up against a 275-pound man. That's
Yep.
why, man.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
He don't
He
have
gonna
the legs
stand
for it.
toe to toe and fight him.
And
Yeah, he don't have
if Fury got caught, I still think he'll get back up. He's took his
Yeah,
best
me
shot.
too.
I don't think
Me
he can
too.
hurt him no more at 275 like that. I don't, lady. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
supposed to be a
remember,
punch,
he
but
he's
he
a
got up before he took the right in the second fight about 2-3 times, and he walked right through it. Fury.
And lady,
but putting on
and
weight
Lisa,
don't
you
that
know the
make his
second fight he
punches
hit that
bigger?
he got hit with that first two piece
Yeah,
right off the muscle and
yeah,
ate that
and
bitch in
walked
the second fight. Yeah.
and walked right through it. Yeah,
And walk right through it. That's what
yeah,
happens when you
yeah,
gain weight, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I don't. Fury's all right. He's got the best recovery of all time in my
Yeah.
Yeah,
opinion.
he do.
One of the
He
best.
My
recovers
bad,
well.
Lisa.
I
What
will
were you gonna
say.
say? My bad, Lisa.
No, I said he do got some great recovery.
Yeah,
Him and Sean Porter's another one. We was
yeah,
talking
Sean
about that
Porter, yeah.
yesterday.
Yesterday,
Sean
weren't we?
Porter
Yeah.
gets
Porter,
right back.
yep.
Boom, make it right back up.
They get right back up.
Take
Yep.
it off and get right back in there. Yeah. Legs underneath
Mm-hmm.
him still. Yeah. It's the legs. Wilder don't got the legs to keep him. He's off balance because he's top heavy. And then the legs just can't. Once his equilibrium is, he's fucked. He's got shit footwork. It's just, yeah, it just doesn't work for him. Just doesn't work.
You said he's got shit footwork. He ain't got no footwork. What shit footwork? He's got to work on his shit to have shit footwork. Like he has no fucking movement whatsoever. Fucking ever. The wide stance. He sucks.
Yeah, I always say that. Yeah.
That bullshit ass stance, bro. That bullshit ass stance right there. The
I'll tell
dog.
you who else has got that stance. Dillian White.
Yep.
Yep. Bad. Wide stance, bad footwork, bad. Say it all the time.
But I hate to say it, he will always be the most dangerous punch, the dangerous head, because he got that kryptonite in that right hand. What the fuck he got in that right hand, man? Shit, man. Yeah.
Chatty Patty running his mouth again. Look, Eddie Hearn, counterpunch just. I'm looking at my TV.
Yeah, what did he say?
He said, Eddie Hearn said we should have ducked Usyk.
Oh, Eddie, shut up. He's making it like AJ. Now everyone's going to say, oh, AJ said that. Man, shut up, Eddie.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Eddie just speaks for AJ. AJ don't even say half the things.
I swear to God, if I ever met that man, yo, you need to shut up. You talk too much.
What, you and Lady got trolls up in here?
No, Eddie Hearn. She's watching it on the TV.
Eddie Hearn, he talk too much too.
Oh, okay.
Somebody just did a video, counterpunch. He was on here with us.
Yeah.
It said, Eddie said we should have ducked Usyk.
Yeah. Oh yeah, counterpunch. I done watched some of that before. Yeah, I done watched counterpunch a couple times.
Dying laughing. Eddie, if you don't shut up.
What y'all think about that undercard, lady? What do you and Lisa think about that undercard rematch with Hellenius and Adam
Kawanaki?
That's who I think. That's who I think gonna win the rematch this time. Yeah.
Think Kawanaki gonna win?
Yeah, I think Kalinowski gonna win. Yeah, Kalinowski.
I was going for Elenius.
Yeah.
You said what, lady?
I was going for Robert Elenius.
What, the first one, the first fight, right?
No, the second fight. I think.
Oh,
Elenius
you got him. No, I'm saying you got him winning again.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was an upset the first time, but
it was, man. Boy, he put him on his ass, man.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get it again.
Glenn said, give our final thoughts. He said his computer acting up.
Yeah, can y'all hear me right now or not?
Yeah.
I hear you.
You hear me right now?
Yeah, I can hear you, Major
Okay,
Key.
I was going through some shit. I don't know what happened there.
Final thoughts: Lisa Bells and Lady Chan is fucking nuts. Little twisters of love and wildness. You know,
listen. You ever watch Game of Thrones? Yo, Roland, you ever watch Game of Thrones, bro?
What up, baby? Fuck no, that was a big ass it was like a legitimized pornographic ass like a show and shit.
Oh, so
all
you
they were
sound
doing
like
was
somebody
fucking
that got killed off during that. But Lisa and Lady,
no, I just like it,
there
man.
were like some of the
too
queens
much
out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
no, it was just too much.
You took about,
I feel like started poisoning the minds of Americans, baby.
Yeah,
they started poisoning the minds of Americans.
Major, I wanted Major, I wanted your take on Wilder and Fury. You heard me, Major?
What's your take, bro? What?
No, I wanted to hear your take.
Let me say something real quick, please. Because I take a piss.
You talking about me? Yeah.
Wilder and Fury,
beginning. I got Fury. I got Fury in 8, man. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Fury in 8. That's a good one. That's a real good one.
Yeah, I got about Fury about 7 or 8, about the same time as the second fight, around the same time.
I got Fury in 8, and don't get me wrong. Like I said at the beginning, I said, hey, anything can happen. anything can happen.
You ain't lying.
But what I'm saying is I gotta just I gotta analyze data. You know what I'm saying, and just say that that Fury's most likely gonna win
Yeah.
in 8. But I'm not taking anything off the scales here.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
just
mean?
don't think. I just don't think that if
Wilder
that
could
light
knock
right
him out in
hand.
the second round or the first round. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Look at
if I
me.
have
Look at Roland.
to take everything and just stick to my guns about something and say, hey, you can hold me accountable later for it. My projection is Fury around 9-8. Or I'm sorry, Fury around round 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he don't land that right, I just don't see a motherfucker getting better at 35, 36 to teach somebody how to box.
You. That's always
He
a
can't win a boxing. He got to win a fight.
Saying,
Yeah, he got to win a
based
fight.
on everything that I consume, right? Everything that I consume, I gotta say Fury round 8, bro. That's all I gotta say, man.
But when you got
You know what I mean? And I
kryptonite though in that
respect you.
right
If he knocks
hand,
him out, I ain't gonna sit here and say, hey, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy that it happened. No. It's just like for example, what's a fight that we just watched a couple weeks ago with Usyk?
Yeah, last week.
last week, yeah.
Yeah, like with Usyk though. Like with Usyk though, a lot of people felt like Usyk. A lot of people felt like Usyk wasn't gonna win the fight, and I felt like he was gonna win. So guess what happened? A lot of people thinking, that's like one of the biggest topics of the month for September. Usyk versus Joshua. And for me, it was like, damn. But for me, it was like I already seen it coming.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like it was such a shock and surprise to everybody, and I was like, damn, but nobody was paying attention.
You thought that. Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you think that?
So it is what it is,
do you think Fury will fight?
That's it, man. Go ahead, continue,
Do you
y'all.
think if he
Final
was to
thoughts.
win this weekend, do you think he would fight Usyk for all belts on the line?
Yep.
Huh?
Nope.
Yeah, I do.
All right, so
I
I'm
do.
gonna pass it off. Okay, so rolling, because you rolling around right now. Look. Roll one more time. Swing your chair again. The opposite.
Fury a loose cannon. That's why I don't mess with Fury because he's
No,
a loose
rolling. You ain't being fair, bro. Swing the opposite way. Your chair. I want to see your chair.
I'm not gonna go back
swing the
around,
opposite way,
man.
bro.
Come on. No.
Oh, that's a cute kitty.
I won't.
Does she like spinning around in the chair?
My baby. Yeah, she's crazy as fuck. Like, she's looking right now. Like, you know, I'm talking to her.
Around in the chair.
Funny man,
What's going on.
catch her the shit, man. For sure.
Yeah.
You can't spin around the chair. What's going on? That's what's up, man. Much love, baby. Much love.
So he don't want to give
Much love.
his final point. You want to give your final point or not?
Yes. Can I say something about this fights coming up? Look, I'm gonna say last thing about look.
Okay,
all right, we have Wilder versus Fury coming up Saturday. Is nuts.
So Jay Blues, you jump back in.
It's going down.
Hey, who they got Berlanga fighting, man? Who they got Berlanga fighting? I know they probably picked somebody real nice for him. Who they got Berlanga fighting?
I don't know who Belanga fighting, but Major Key has been trying to fall asleep about half hour. I heard it in his voice. So I'm going to go ahead and take the heart out. Thanks for having me on, man. Great fucking show, bro. I was digging the Rick Glazer interview, Major Key.
All right.
Everybody have a great night.
All
Peace,
right,
love.
man. Have a good one.
I love the Abby. I love the Abby, bro. That's fire.
Don't be bitch.
All right, y'all.
I'll kill you.
All
right, take care.
Lady, who's Berlanga fighting, man? Who's Berlanga fighting? You know?
I don't know. Shadow read it out, but I forget.
Tattoos. Tattoos.
I don't know.
He always an exciting fight.
I'll
Well, as
find
long
it
as
out.
they
Yeah, I know
last.
he is. I'll find
Never
it. Yeah,
last
man.
long.
I didn't know J Rock was on the undercard till he said something. I didn't know J Rock was on.
J Rock is my dude. I like him.
It's that card.
I like J Rock.
Yeah.
That card stag. Yeah, I gotta get that. I gotta get that up.
Yeah, it's a good undercard. So yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
It
yeah,
is.
y'all hear me delayed, huh?
Yeah, your thing's in and
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, it's in and out.
Modeling his
Major Key,
tattoos.
Major Key, motherfucker. We can't get out the project for shit, man. I know you up in the, you should be in the hills right now. Your Wi-Fi should be good.
Should be crystal clear.
Mm-hmm.
The hyperspeed, yeah, downloading. What's happened?
Later.
He's come up. He's jumped off. Yeah, his Wi-Fi.
Well, you know, today all that media was shut down. It was
Yeah, it's
crazy.
Instagram, Twitter,
YouTube was on though. But
YouTube
everything
stayed
else.
on. Yeah.
Hey, you and
Yeah.
Lisa want Josh would have rushed right back in with Usyk, bro, right off the rip.
Well, he's gone, so it's just you just.
No, I
gotta go with it.
know, but did you? But I'm saying if
Yeah,
it was would
first
you
I was
want?
like, yeah. First I was like, yeah. Then I was like, no. And now I'm like, yeah. You may as well just like this. You've got nothing else to lose.
I feel you. Yeah, I say the same
Personally,
thing
I
too.
wish he would wait, but it's not my call.
Keep the momentum, guns blazing. Just try. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, go back into the war. Got nothing to lose. Just
I got you. I got you.
Just go and beat him up. Find that dog in that 6 months and fucking unleash.
Yeah, he needs to show, man.